We are the intro.
We're doing it
We are
live, baby.
here.
And we
Gotta
are
do it
doing
live.
it live, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, with best of the best and Copper Drop merge.
Let's
No,
go.
you are not crazy. You are not on drugs. Well, maybe some of you are. But here it is. We are all together showing
Yes,
unity
sir.
in the community tonight. That's right. We are here. We are here and we are ready to go. What is up with this lovely panel right here? First, I'm gonna throw it off to Collect the Joy, my guy right here. And before you even start, Joey, I
Yeah.
just gotta say, bro, the work you do, the photography you do, the reviews you do, the camera work that you do,
Thank you.
your shows, all the stuff you do is high top quality, man.
Thank
And
you.
I just want to just give you your flowers live and on air, bro.
Thank
You
you.
are just
Appreciate
one
you.
of the greatest people that I know in this community. And
Thank you.
just becoming a pillar in the community and doing what you do and just coming up with just good work and just really like just positive energy. And I really love that, bro. I remember
Yeah.
when we first met. You won the
Right here.
yeah, there it
It's
is.
right there.
There it is. There it is. That's right. You
Yeah.
won that right on the
Yeah.
show,
Right
and you
there.
took it and ran with you took this shit and ran with it and
Yeah.
just
I did.
built a whole, this whole thing.
Yeah.
And just want to just give you your flowers, bro.
Thank
And it's
you.
good that we can come together on this. You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying?
Appreciate you. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's when it started, all that, when I won that. And I can tell you, I still remember when I got your message, because I wasn't watching that live at the time. I got your message saying, "Do you know the Brother Cousins channel? Like, do you know it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know it." And I wasn't like in the chats as much as other people are.
Yeah.
And then I got that, and then I won, and then you called me on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And you told me, "Do you want to be on the live?" And it was live number 7. I went back not too long ago and looked. It was your live number 7, best of the best.
Damn.
That was a long time
Way
ago.
back.
Yeah,
Shit.
and so that's what started it off. And I was like, man, he's given me this opportunity to do something with this and make a platform. So I got to capitalize on that. So that's what I did, and it's just been going ever since. So appreciate you for that. And then it spawned another show that make like Copper Drop and all that, and then we made good friends that we've been knowing, met up and all that. So you basically started all that, so you should get some flowers as well.
It's all right, man. I appreciate that. Love the work that you guys are doing. And like I said, bro, it's just good that we can actually all come together and really, do something big tonight. But we do have some, before we move on with everybody else on the panel, we do have somebody tonight. This guy right here.
Hey.
What's up with you,
Hey.
man? What's up with you,
brother?
Another big pillar in the community. What's going on with you, brother? How you doing?
I'm going good, man. I just got off work. That's it, man. I had a couple clients that I'm dealing with. In case people don't know, aside from what I do here, outside job is music and engineering, so I have to deal with clients still over in Australia. That's basically where my home base was for about 15 years before I actually moved back to the United States.
Nice.
So, that's definitely still my clientele. But yeah, bro, like doing it. The only thing I hate about it is doing that shit from home. I hate it.
Bro.
I hate it, bro. Like, I mean, ever since the pandemic, we've actually made this home base, but outside of that, you know what it is. But other than that, man, aside from work, glad to be here, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Glad to have you here. Glad to have you.
It's like it's squad deep tonight, man. So
hell yeah. We, like I said, man, what we trying to do is we trying to show unity within the community. I think that's real. Yeah. I think it's really, impactful that we do that because it's just there's a lot. But anytime we can all come together and just, as brothers and talk about what we love, it's amazing.
I think the biggest thing is people forget how small this community really, really is.
Right. Yeah.
It's not as big. We are not even a fraction, not even like a fifth of, YouTube. We're a small pocket. We're a small entity. Yep. And there should be, you would think that there shouldn't be as much as divisiveness as it is, but again, hopefully that it changed. You know what I mean? I like to err on the side of optimism, and hopefully that, we can kind of change the dynamics and kind of like invite, that positive flow, and we can lead by example, hopefully, bro. Like, that's the only thing I guess we can ask for at this moment, bro. It's all we can ask for, to be quite honest. So we'll see.
That's it. Well said, my brother. Well said, my brother. Also want to throw it up to the copper drop portion of the panel right here. My man Zero, what's going on with you?
Hey,
man, your lighting is fresh as shit, bro.
Take me off of this right now. Oh yeah, man, it's a pleasure, man. I've heard a lot of good things about you from Joey. You know, he always talks about how you were an inspiration to his work, and I always go to Joey and I tell him, like, man, same thing you told him about giving us flowers and stuff. It's the same thing, man. It's a good thing that we have this community. I'm a teacher myself, so it's something that I try to instill into my students is the positive culture and just kind of how to go about being with people and how you should treat other people. So it's something that I instill, you know, both in the classroom and try to bring to the community with the Copper Drop crew. And I think that they do a great job at doing that as well. I mean, Austin's the one that introduced me to everybody. And then along the way, I met Danny, and then you start meeting all these people, and it just, you expand upon who you know, and it just spreads out throughout the community. And it's just a great time, man. I love this community. But like, you know, we all know that it could be bad at times, but I think, you know, it shouldn't stop us from trying to bring more good into it. So yeah, man, but I'm excited, man. I've been looking forward to tonight for a very long time.
Absolutely. Like,
what a mic drop.
For real,
right?
bro.
Hey,
and thank you for being an educator. My wife is in education.
And man, shout out to her, man. Shout out to her.
Absolutely. Y'all need all the respect. You know what I'm saying? You guys, I look at y'all, the military, the police, all in the same.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
No, it's a lot of it. You know, it's a lot of essential people around the whole world, man. Around the whole world. Like, you'd be surprised how many people we need in a community to function properly. So thank you, man. Appreciate that. And shout out to your wife as well.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, brother. We got this brother right here. Y'all know him, the wild man himself, Loco Lou. Smoking good, drinking good, eating good.
Popping people. You know, I gotta have my whiskey, my cigar. I'm chilling. Hey. And my wife also is a teacher.
Hey, let's go.
6th graders. So, you know, big shout out to all the educational department over here. You know, they bust their butt for 10 months out of the year to squeeze in 12 months of education. That's a tough job, especially dealing with some of the kids that, you know, could be bad when they're not in front of their parents. And then, you know, they come back home like, you did that? Really? We're going to talk later. Yo tengo un chocolate a ti. But as always, Jay, thank you for having me. Joey, thank you. You know, you guys are awesome. You know, I love watching you guys right after getting off the stream.
Oh, yeah.
And I catch a lot of the replays. And, you know, it's all good, man. I'm happy to be here. You know, same as always, man. You know, love the community, love the people I'm always surrounded by. Positive energy, like Lael says, because there's too much negative energy. So you need all the positive energy you could absorb. Period.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. Well said, my brother. Well, yes, unity. Absolutely, Commander Green. Definitely. Also want to throw it back to my man right here. Danny, what's up with you, brother? How you doing? Drinking good as well.
Mr. E.
What's up? Cheers, everybody. Loco said he's had his cigar, his alcohol. It's cool. Got my alcohol, got my weed, got my nicotine. We all set.
Hold on. Danny needs to show up. Do you have some of your art on hand right now?
I don't, but if you want to see any of it.
Yeah, man, his art, you guys, he's turned his art into freaking tattooing. You guys, man.
Wait. So he's turned his passion into a blossoming career, a lifelong dream. So how amazing is that?
That's amazing,
bro. That's fire, bro.
Awesome. Great to be up here all by yourself. Y'all take me off this shit, man. I feel all alone up here.
I'm just looking at your collection, man. I'm like, damn. I'm looking at how that Wolverine is posed. That's dope as shit.
Look at the Spider-Man. Look at that Spider-Man. You know,
that's a sick pose, man.
This is all stoner poses, man. You get stoned as hell and you're just like, that would look cool.
Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
Absolutely.
Best of the best Copper Drop. Happy celebration, y'all. This is not only a celebration of the community, but really a celebration of the summer, right? Like, we just had Deadpool and Wolverine come out. A multiversal story. I hope everybody enjoyed. But not only that, we get a multiversal stream, bro. Like,
Go.
bro, just saying it. Next summer we should do best of the best Copper Drop with the Wolfpack. Okay, there's got to be a sequel.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love that idea.
Bring Geo in there, bro. Bring them all.
I love that idea, bro.
Who's all going to NYCC in the chat, by the way? I'm curious in the panel.
Oh yeah, definitely going to NYCC, baby.
I think all of us are.
I think all of us are going to be there.
Let's
fucking go, bro.
I'm there Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, baby. So we going.
Let's keep Danny up there all day.
We got the Omega level collector himself representing that. Look at that damn
jersey.
Look at that
jersey. I need that jersey.
Oh man, I had to fight for this jersey, so
throw hands.
Yeah, you know, kind of when you start getting to 2X, you find out there's a lot of discrimination out there for big guys.
Hey,
Facts. Preach,
bro, for real though. Especially when you go to Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, for real.
Fashion Nova, bro.
But thanks for having me, and it's like awesome to have all of us to get together like this. Like, you know, I think the theme tonight is unity, because like you guys hear me say all the time, this is my safe space. I enjoy talking about figures, being online with you guys. People send me messages on Instagram asking my opinion. You know, I mean, for me, working on the street for over 20 something years and coming to do this is like it's like a saving grace to me. And I appreciate all you guys for the work that you guys put in. It's amazing how much work you guys put into these shows. And I sit back like, damn, do these guys sleep? Do they sleep? But then too, when you have this kind of energy, how can you not sleep?
Exactly.
How can you not sleep? You know, all this good energy around. But you know, thanks for having me. You know, little bro, you've been, you know, pushing and you're getting this thing right every single time. Like Collective Joy, his work is amazing, and just all of us come together with these great ideas and having this positive energy that puts off an influence for everyone else, and like throw that negativity and all that other craziness out the window. There's no need for it. So all the love that we have here, especially, I'm sitting there trying to figure out, all of us going to New York. Is New York ready for all of us?
I don't think they is.
No. It's New York. It's New York. It's New York. If they can't handle us, then it's not New York. Period. Period. We're going to take a bite of that rotten apple, and we're going to make it even twice as rotten. Why? Because we're going to spoil the shot of them with our positivity. You feel me?
There you go.
Crazy. Man, I just looked at the new Quiet Place today, and I'm just sitting there like, well, hopefully no shit go on like that up there.
Austin Nicholas will protect us all. Don't worry, bro.
That shit was man.
Last but not least, we got this. This is my man right here. He's man.
This is everybody's man. Look at that dude, bro.
Dude, this dude right
super
here.
clean, super clean.
Dude,
You know he did push us behind the scenes, bro.
I know he did. He's a real life superhero. What's up with you, brother? How you doing, Austin, man? What's up, man? That fire ass. You know what? That display probably is one of the best displays I've seen in the community. I'm sorry. I'm not
all things grateful, man. I have an amazing girlfriend, so that helps. No, man, I appreciate it being on here, guys. I do this every week on Cover Talk with the guys. You know, I get to tune in on Best of the Best and watch you guys, but now it's a combination of both of them, and I get to be with all of y'all. So it's a very blessed night, you know?
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, man. Good to have you here. And dude, like I said, love your displays and just the photos you take. And I was showing, when we were in Disney, I was showing my wife your display. I said, look at this display, look at these panels. I want to do that, but I don't want to copy, but damn it, it looks good.
Look, I don't have the fancy photography like all of you guys or those awesome poses. So at least I have this. That's something.
There you go, brother. There you go, man. But definitely good to have you guys all here. And everybody in the chat, I know I missed some people, and I know I like to usually call everybody out, but we're dealing with a big panel energy. I promise I'll put everybody's chats up. But I do want to shout out some people real quick in the chat, real quick. I know we had Lumi. Where you at, Lumi? There we go. Lumi, just want to say, how you doing, my dear? And I promised to get you back on the show. I was supposed to have you on the show a couple weeks ago, but I will have you back on the show for a while.
We need you. Give Lumi a message. I'm off of box watch. I opened 7 today.
Damn, you opened.
I'm officially off of punishment. Officially.
Wow. So that means you got what, 12 left?
No. Two.
Oh shit!
Lucky you, I'm never off punishment, man. I'm always getting boxes.
Sounds like Austin, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, man.
Charlie, there you go. Here's Charlie Unicorn says this show brought to you by Tim Cent. Stop it, Charlie. Stop it. Even though, I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie, Joey. You've been making it kind of hard.
I saw your message right before this,
bro. I was like that Deadpool. I was like, son of a that damn Deadpool look good, man.
Dude, you know I'm a Deadpool fan, bro. Like shit. I'm like, yo, where everybody getting this damn thing at? You know, I'm trying to get mine, and I'm like, damn, I gotta pay that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hey, I don't usually do it much, but I was like, bro, it's coming out so soon that I'm like, I gotta do it. You know, like it's not like I'm gonna do it.
It's a good figure, man.
And that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? As good as this figure is, and the thing that's kind of confusing to me is like, I remember it was Thursday night. I just got off the plane. I was like, I'm rushing to the theater to go see the movie. Yeah. And next thing you know, I'm in a queue to buy this on Sideshow. And I was thinking that, I don't know what, I was thinking that the gold guns and everything, that was the exclusive. And I needed to go and get it before I couldn't get it anymore. Then after being in the queue and going through all that craziness, it was still up for pre-order for a while. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, so what happened with that? Does anybody, Joey, did you know? Or like,
I didn't know because I didn't even try. But wasn't this $310 at first? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
I believe it was, right? Yeah. They did the other $5 switch. I don't know. I mean, it don't matter. It's $5, but I mean, still, like this kind of. I wonder why.
Yeah, it was
Sideshow. They did the same thing with Hono Studios Wolverine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is the second time they did it, but I mean, like I said, it's $5. But I mean, that's weird.
Man, guys, I avoided all of that. I didn't even try. I was like, you know what? I'll wait 24 hours. I'll let everybody get out of their system, and I'll go in. The thing is, I didn't even go through Sideshow, so it was less stress for me anyway.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys bring up a good point because it's like I can't remember the last time, maybe No Way Home, maybe the black and gold, where we got a figure,
accurate, bro.
And it wasn't. It was some shit.
Dude, you know, look, I've been on some shit this week. I was like, look, the one time in history, the one motherfucking time in Hot Toys' history that they decide to release a figure the same day as movie release is when I'm buying all my tattoo equipment. Bro, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk, bro. I know you stalking me. I know you and the FBI over here at my phone, bro. That's not cool. Dude, your review is amazing, though. This is so incredible, man.
What was the last figure?
One of those figures of the year, right? Like, it's not the figure of the year, but like what you can do with the poses. This Deadpool, and really any Deadpool, works in any display. You could put this in Star Wars, your DC, your Marvel, literally any display, and it works, right?
I'm gonna grab mine here. Let me see.
What was the last figure that released like this day one? Was it that Inside Out Spidey suit?
I think so.
That wasn't even day one of the movie. Dude.
No. That was before the movie. I think it was around. I think Book of Boba Fett, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's close to the throne, but that was technically from Mandalorian.
Yeah,
like something like this happened. You're talking like at least around the Avengers first movie timeline, right? Because back then, Hot Toys was still a niche thing. Joey, stop teasing me.
Oh, so jelly, baby.
Dude, it looks like Ryan Reynolds, bro.
Dude, it looks
like Ryan Reynolds in your room right now.
That's your contender of the year.
Beautiful thing on that.
I know there's no head sculpt, but y'all, come on.
There should have been a head sculpt, honestly.
Joey, just leave it up. Just leave it up all day, Joey.
I know.
Yeah, just leave it there to the side, please.
I'm looking at because I have the 1.0. And after looking at this, I'm like, God damn it! And you want to know? I went to see the movie again. I saw it the second time with Mama Cousins earlier this week. And when he steps out in the suit and he's like, look at it and everything, he does his little fashion walk. I ain't gonna lie, I was right on Toy Buying Agent saying like, don't do it. I was like, I gotta do it. I want it. I'm gonna do it. Cool. Fucking looks amazing, bro.
I think it was worth it, honestly.
So let me ask y'all a question. Because this Deadpool has not released, and it seems like Marvel is more or less having a plan going forward, like, hey, we're not gonna just release this, and this per year. Like, hey, this is what we've got scheduled. Nothing else is coming out. You think Hot Toys is gonna take note of that and be like, okay, well, hey, maybe we'll get concept or set photos like we did with this one, because for a fact those, what was it, 10 months ago when we got set photos of this movie, that's when they started working on this figure. That's when they started pumping these things out.
Exactly.
So
well, yeah, because this movie got delayed,
Yeah,
but that possibility has been like that since the beginning, right? We've been getting set photos from comic book movies and horror movies and et cetera for like the last 10 years. So
exactly.
Well, you know who might know? The Wizard.
The wizard just might know. What's wrong with you? We got Harry's in the building.
You know what? I got some goodies for you all, because I got the freaking look at the constellations in this wizard juice. It gives me all of the damn knowledge, and it also gives me some things pretty early, like in this whatever. If you guys can discern what this is.
Look what he got.
Yeah, McBabies.
Let's go.
That's the 12 school.
I can't wait to see this Artisan. So
you saw, and that's like the first Artisan right there. So that release.
I'm gonna compare it to that freaking Wonder Woman you see right there, and
bro,
don't worry, I'll be getting some stuff out, dude. I saw video on that thing, and I was just like, damn, that one that was out a couple days ago. I was like, geez, this thing's good.
You have to do a live unboxing with that.
Yeah,
you think so? Really?
Yeah,
but I'm not like a pro unboxer though. Probably be like, see me tearing it up and dropping shit. And
it's fine. we need to see the goodies.
That's fine. That's
maybe I'll do it like Daredevil on, or on the Dark Side of the Moon Lael, or I don't know.
There you go.
Wait, hold on. Copper Drop crew, can we just take a second? We on stream right now with Brother Cousins, Lael, bro, second brother, bro, 6 Scale Cantina. Bro, this is like how Deadpool felt when he entered the MCU, bro. What the hell?
That's how I felt.
Fox.
This is your Blade moment, Danny.
I know, bro. I know.
Speaking of that,
good to meet you, bro.
That's a great.
Yeah,
point.
good to meet you too, man. Good to be here.
And watching your ass for like the last 2 years, so like this is suck it, Fox.
We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun, and certainly it's been, gosh, guys, so crazy. I don't even know what you're going to cover tonight, Jay, because there's been like 8,322 figures last year.
It's so much. It's so much. I mean, well, the first thing I want to talk about, we brought up Deadpool. We got to bring up, this variant right here that we got today, Lady Pool, which is another figure that I'm hearing that's going to release super early. So once again, we're getting I'm hearing
I didn't know that.
This may be dropping. This is dropping this year. They even had it up on side.
Wow. Okay.
It's dropping
August
this
to
year.
December.
Exactly. Yeah. And Lael, so I'm gonna throw this your way. So first of all, your thoughts on the figure, but also like, is this a new thing that they're going to be doing, giving us figures as the movies release? This is what we've been asking for years. Mm-hmm. So you think this is going to be a new thing, or is this just like a one-time type of thing for them?
I don't. You know what, like, bro, like, I don't want to be that person, but we have to look at track record. Pandemic comes around, they challenge a company that they don't like at that particular time, and then they started upping the ante and sending out figures, or we got figures earlier than we ever thought we would. First batch, second batch, whatever, until they got too comfortable. Once they actually killed the competition, they went back to normal. I wouldn't take this at face value. I think this is probably just something that they're doing right now, something that was probably mandated by Disney because they wanted to push this movie as much as they could, as fast as they could. I would want to say yes, and part of me wants to be like, yeah, that would be, definitely a good move. But we know that Hot Toys, we know that even Sideshow is unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen, so you can't place your bets there. You'll always lose. So it's a situation that I would hope it would be that way. I have high hopes, but I definitely don't think that's the way it's going to end up. It's an amazing figure. I've wanted this from day one. I've actually even wanted this figure even before it was introduced in the MCU, even before before basically the thought of Deadpool even entered the minds of Fox and anyone, that way. Because again, if you know the history of these variants, the character itself, there was only one nitpick that I had about the film is because, like, this character shines more in the comics than she did on this film. And I know they probably did that specifically for a reason, but she was one of the ones that kind of went out quick. But then when she came back, again, it just wasn't. I don't know. I just expected more. But other than that, I did enjoy the film. I do want to have this figure. I do want my Deadpool core. So it's definitely one I will have. It looks good. Again, this is one of the ones you can also compare with Wonder Woman. Remember, they didn't mark either one of those two as Artisan figures, but they both have the wool elements as far as the hair. You know what I mean? So again, I think it's incredible. But mind you, what was really interesting about this is that when they released this figure, before they released it, it was supposed to have 2 SKUs. They removed the deluxe version. Now it's just the regular version. So they no longer have that deluxe. It was just this one. But I'm wondering, well, here's the thing. We don't know because half the people were thinking it might have actually, because if you see the photos, some people were thinking it might have been that couch. But we don't know
because I was about to say, where did they get that from? I wanted that too.
Out of nowhere. Right,
it's gone. It's definitely gone. So I don't know. Maybe they're just sticking with this. Maybe they just didn't think that the concept with the couch would work. Maybe they thought they were reaching at that particular point. But from what I saw, people wanted it. People wanted to actually have that couch. They thought it would have been awesome. I think the figure's awesome. I actually did pre-order this figure. I didn't get it through a sideshow. I got it through Underground. My man Ray, as always, you know what I mean? So I hit him up and got it there. But it is going to be amazing. Like the articulation on this is incredible. I love the simple fact that you have this, you had Deadpool, you have Kid Pool, Baby Pool there as well. You have Dog Pool. You have all these different variants in one set. It's going to make for an incredible display. So yeah, man, I'm definitely in on it. And it looks like even the body itself, the material, you will have strong articulation with this. So I think they're really, really stepping up their game when it comes to. They're supposed to. Again, they're a company that's trying to kill the competition, so they got first draw on it since they have the IP license. Why not? Let's go.
Exactly.
And the big question that I had, and I told Brother Cousins too about this, is that like what makes Artisan now? Because wool, I guess it's Evil Sneaker told me it's implanted hair instead of just glued on, but that doesn't make it like a big difference to call it Artisan and charge you way more just for rooted hair. So what makes Artisan? You're not getting leather, you're not getting actual leather, you're not getting anything different. You're just just been shown as hair.
That was the crazy part, because, and I know we'll probably get to that like later on in the conversation. But I don't really understand the concept of a $120 difference between just the regular version. So
I look at it as like furniture. You'll pay more of a premium price for someone who actually stands and actually makes a chair by hand versus via assembly line. That's typically how I look at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you add that Corinthian leather,
Corinthian leather.
My question though for you guys, fellas, is like, so since they're releasing, they went ahead and released Deadpool. They're going ahead and getting Lady Pool out the way. We got Kid Pool, Dog Pool, So we got the core out the way. So is more core members on the way, or are we expecting? Can we expect Elektra? Please, not always gonna be Blade. I swear to God, the world will feel my fury if I don't get a Blade from this movie. X-23. Can we?
I'd expect another Wolverine before anything else. I think
we could see like the yellow and brown suit. For sure.
But brown suit.
I genuinely do think we're getting I'm gonna call them the Void Team. We're getting the Void Team for sure.
Absolutely.
The core
absolutely. That would be to make another Blade. Like I could see them doing that, and Elektra would be good. I mean, that Gambit, come on. Why not?
Brother Cousins, let me tell you, when I saw Blade on screen, bro, I don't think I've ever cried so hard in a theater. Not even when Paul Walker and Vin Diesel separated at the end of Fast 7, bro. I have never cried so hard in the theater. I look like an idiot, just standing up and clapping like a seal, bro. Right?
My mom turned around and looked at me and was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck? What did you tell me?" I was like, "Yeah."
So was everybody's theater like as lit as mine? Because mine was pretty lit too when that happened.
Dude, mine was energetic.
Yeah.
Awesome. You could tell those were nerds, man, and they were.
I seen the film 3 times. One solo, one with my people sitting in the crib, and the third time with my wife. And watching my expression. First reaction and stuff like that was super loud, especially when it came to seeing Blade. We erupted, and it wasn't like the whole theater, because we had majority of the midsection going all the way to the back of the theater. There was really no one in the front. But it was so loud in that theater just seeing Blade walk out. It had not changed from the 3 viewings I saw. The first 2 were in the same day opening, and then the last one was yesterday, and it had not changed. Not changed. Bro, they need to make Blade. They need to.
And that brings a good point, because this movie is already tracking to be $1 billion film.
We're at $500 million in a week.
More than that.
The record,
like 600 million.
It's the sixth record holding R-rated movie to have, I think it was 211 million opening week. Or was it billion? It was billion. Sorry, billion. That's a lot.
Crazy.
Or million. No, it's million.
So
we get those $1 billion franchise.
Domestically, they hit 211 million, and then what was like 405 internationally.
Bingo.
Opening weekend, right? The only R-rated movie to hit $1 billion so far is Joaquin Phoenix's The Joker.
Yeah.
This is on track to happen.
Yeah, it's Joker, Deadpool 2, and something else.
The only other
right now, worldwide, it's 590 million.
Yeah, so the only other big movie coming out in the next 2 weeks is like Alien Romulus, and that's more of a niche thing, right? That's like
hard. I can't wait to see that.
I'll go see that too.
Look, I'm going to that opening night.
Yeah,
I think you ever seen the movie Trap?
Huh?
Anybody seen the movie Trap?
Not yet.
No.
I want to go see it though.
That's the M. Night Shyamalan film.
Daughter, man, you got it.
If you look at the focus, and that's one of the things that I kind of observed with this film is like, if we're thinking about this from transition from a film to figure form, they're always focused on what is the most popular or what is a narrative. So if we're talking about the void and the individuals who are stuck there, the main focus is on 2 characters. If you think about it, 2 characters outside of Deadpool and Wolverine. It wasn't the entire core, but they were focused on X-23, and they were focused, on Xavier's sister. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there might be a possibility out of that core 4 we'll probably get, because again, we did see her at the end of the film with Wolverine. So they'll probably release that character first before they release everybody else. I have a feeling if they do release everybody else, Blade is going to be last just to fuck with everybody. That's what they do.
I'd be hyped if they do an Age of Apocalypse Wolverine.
Yes. And that's a figure that could be Artisan.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Wow.
Fuck the hair up as much as you want.
Exactly.
Give us a Cavill Wolverine.
Why not?
Oh, bro.
Cavill.
He was swollen.
But so also don't forget, if they are coming out with an X-23 and Blade and stuff, that means it's already made and they have it sitting in stock, right? Because Deadpool and Wolverine, this was delayed in November of 2023 due to the writer's strike, right? So Hot Toys, they've had these made. So I think it's a one-off situation.
Hold on.
That's why
it was only delayed by a month or 2, Austin, because originally it was supposed to come out like a month or so ago, like in May or June or some shit. But because the
I thought it was delayed by a quarter.
No, they were filming it when it happened, and they paused and then resumed filming, but still filmed enough in time to release it.
And I think coming out of the writer strikes, this was fast tracked, right? Because I believe they fast tracked it. So it's like, we need to get it out.
They were going right into post production right before the strike hit. So post production, all they had to worry about at that time was reshoots. And the thing is, you got to keep in mind that Ryan Reynolds kept to the script. He's a writer, so because of the writer's strike, he wasn't allowed to go in and restructure, augment, or even ad lib. He couldn't do that at all. He had to stick to what was actually on that script. So the only thing that we're actually seeing as a previs is after the strike was over, is him ad libbing on a certain, or maybe a few lines here and there. But that movie was already shot. It was already done at that particular point. So it's a unique situation.
Damn.
Yeah,
bro. Real good stuff.
Did y'all see that interview with Wesley Snipes where he was talking about getting in the movie? He was like, I got a call from Ryan Reynolds. He said, hey, man, I want to talk to you. He said, I don't like this guy. I hate this guy.
Like, even when they played on that in the movie, because he was like, yeah, you never liked me.
Dude. And I love it. I just love the fact that we're getting all this Deadpool goodness. I'm still on the fast train to get Lael his armorized Deadpool and his venomized Deadpool. Just to add it to the collection. He's looking at it. He's looking away from the camera. No, but here's the thing. I have the third party, Lady Deadpool, and it was good for what it was. My particular piece was defective, but I still made it work. And I'm not getting rid of that piece. That's going to stay in the collection. But I was happy to get this, the Artisan Joaquin Phoenix Joker. And I'm like, am I done yet? Nah. Every time I think I'm out of Hot Toys brings me back in. Because we got Lady Deadpool, Dogpool. We got Deadpool that comes with another version of Dogpool without the mask or with the mask. Baby Pool and Head Pool. Right there alone, even if you don't have Kid Pool in, you have a core Deadpool corpse. Yeah. You know, you have the Deadpool corpse right there. And if you wanted to, and you still have your Deadpool 2,
Dusty Deadpool,
and your Deadpool 1, or even your Dusty Deadpool, and you remove just the new Deadpool out from it, you have your Deadpool core from the film. Because all of them are wearing the older suits.
That's right. That's right.
One of them was wearing a Greatest Showman outfit too. You could always get back.
Oh, dude, I want a Peter. I need a Peter Pool. I need a Peter.
Bulge and everything.
Big
that
bro, what you say?
Been such a successor, man.
What was said? Was any truth to Matthew McConaughey being a cowboy pool?
Yeah, he was the voice. He was the voice of Matthew McConaughey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Ryan Reynolds' kids playing.
I would say out of all the variants that we got, the cowboy pool was probably my favorite one. That one looks so good.
I like the samurai pool, but it was the funniest thing ever when he went to go and bow.
Y'all may have not noticed, but I had a cameo in the movie in the Deadpool core. I was the artist Deadpool. Y'all can know an artist Deadpool.
I think you had the door and everything like that. I got
yeah. Danny, you were nice pool, Danny.
That's Joey said that's good. Behind the scenes, I was like, "What the fuck you mean?"
Bro, that freaking couch is badass.
I want the couch. I really want the couch.
Can they just sell it by itself? Like,
see, this couch makes me want to blind Owl figure. I really want to blind Owl Artisan.
I wonder if they'd ever do that figure. I doubt it.
Which one?
Blind
Owl. Blind Owl? No, there's no way.
That would be hilarious, but there's no way.
That would be hilarious.
Third
party would definitely do that.
Yeah, that's a third party right there.
I want a Vanessa just because.
Yeah.
Facts. I'll take Vanessa from the first movie with the jacket.
Yeah.
Would y'all get a Colossus if they did a Colossus?
They made a third party.
Imagine that, bro.
I got the third party one, but I'll get it because it's Hot Toys and the construction of the figure would be a lot better.
And that third party figure is expensive. It goes for some bank too.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I didn't like about Deadpool and Wolverine. We didn't get much from Colossus. We should have got like you have Colossus and Wolverine. Come on, man. Fastball special, just one for some reason. I don't know.
All he talked about was the British cook-off, and that's it.
That's it. That's it. But man, shit, real good shit on that one right here. I want to bring up this other topic though. So this was the week of artisans, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 fucking artisans, starting off with this young lady right here, which I've been dying to get, and I wanted to know how everybody made out. Zero, I'm gonna start with you. Did you get this? Was it an easy cop, or did you have stress? Did you have some heads to go gray like I did?
No, man, I actually passed on all the artisans. I know the reason why for Widow is because it's hard for me to have independent figures from like one movie. I like to have a line, and I'm kind of putting my coins in that they're gonna eventually do an Avengers 1 like reissue, and hopefully we get an artisan from that one, and that'd be really the line that I'd like to go. If I had any of the Iron Mans from Iron Man 2, then maybe any of the marks from there, then maybe I would have copped this one, but I had to pass on this one and the other artisan, man.
Gotcha.
That's
the thing. You gotta stay. You gotta know
save
your
the coin. Save the little coin to this week.
Absolutely. I mean, because I spent a lot of damn money this week.
Dude,
Joey, what about you? How did you make out this week on all these 3?
I got 1. Well, not out of the 3, but I did get 1 artisan. I got the Joker. That the imposter Joker. That's what I was saying. Yeah. So I got that one. I know it's not really part of the. Was it part of Summer Showcase? I don't know. I forgot.
Showcase, yeah.
Was it on that picture?
Yeah.
It was.
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, it was. Okay. There was so much shit on there. I forgot. But yeah, that's the only one that I got.
Nice.
But I think the sculpted is honestly better on the Iron Spider, for me at least. I think it looks really good.
A lot of people been saying that.
Agree.
I think
Agreed,
they get more detail with it. I mean, look at that.
The rooted look on this one. The rooted look on it gives it that messy look that he had at the end of the final battle of Endgame, right? So
yeah,
it wasn't going to be perfect like this. Like the rooted look gives it that like messy, like, dude, I just got thrown by one of Thanos' army people. Like one of those Chitaris just like launched me 30 yards. Not like, hey, I just in the mirror.
So. Well, you're going to be able to play with that hair though.
Yeah, you will. Either way,
if you want, if you dare to do it.
Is this one of those Spideys that you would display with this sculpt though, or would you go masked?
I think you'd have to get
if I'm buying Artisan, there ain't a chance in hell I was playing it with a mask.
Yeah.
I did get this, so that's
Okay, that makes sense.
Did you get all 3, Aries?
No, I skipped the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, not my cup of tea, but I got the Black Widow.
Nice.
I was able to get the 2000 one now. So, which is apparently it comes with less, but it's more because it's more rare. It's only 2,000 of those.
That's so weird.
4,000 of the other one.
Which is so weird.
Well, that is a little weird. You know, I don't know how to really absorb that, but I did get her. I was able to get I got good numbers because I was on my phone and my computer for Tom Holland for the Artisan. So I think the phone I was like 900, and on the computer I was like 1,200. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna get this. Was able to get it off the phone, and of course, I got the what the heck is it? The imposter Joker. I just showed you, baby, the brown stripper box right here. But but now we got to wait a year for these 2.
Yeah, and that was another thing with this one because they gave us all faith that this was coming, that this particular one was coming earlier this year, and then they flipped the script and like, nah, it's gonna be delayed. You're gonna have to wait a year. What the fuck? Up with that.
You know, question about what I didn't get any delay thing with this. Was it people that so here's what I'm wondering about this. No. You know, when people are trying to add this to the cart, right? They're in that queue system, baby, and they're running out. Maybe there is several dozen or a couple of hundred where they got a backtrack on them saying, hey, we kind of went over, so you're screwed. And we're letting you know your order's back, you know. Because I didn't get that. I went right with the collector edition because I couldn't get, the one with the hand and with the extra accessory in the car. So I said, screw it. I'm just going with the collector edition. And then, but people were getting a ton of those. I didn't get any of that though. I didn't get any notice from Sideshow.
Not even an MMS notice, like text message
that it was delayed.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't get out of that. I just heard it from the community, and I mean that was the thing they had. I think it had December 2020.
Did it have it listed like that?
They had it inverted.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense at all. And then they just said, yeah, spring 2025.
It looked like you get it late before you get it soon. That's how.
Right. When did the Joaquin Phoenix go live?
That was today.
Yeah.
Was that today? Yeah. I wasn't getting it anyway.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah. Austin, how'd you make out on these this week?
Man, I was pretty safe this week. So Black Widow's Rachel's like top 2 character. Black Widow and Scarlet Witch, those are like her 2 number 1s. So like that was my priority. And when I asked her about it, I showed her the pictures, and she, you know what? She preferred the in-game Black Widow.
That's a good one.
So we picked it up, we unboxed her. She's in love. She's super happy with her decision, so that makes me happy. So I'll safe with this this Black Widow. Now with Joaquin Phoenix, that's for sure a cop. That's Rachel's favorite Joker. I think that's a perfect movie in my opinion. I'm going sculpted with this.
Really?
One. Yeah, I'm one of those people. That I saved $120 going sculpted. That rooted hair, I just wouldn't get the value versus the price paid for it.
Yeah.
And then with that Iron Spider-Man, looks awesome. Iron Spidey looks awesome. But I'm also one of those people who I'm like, you know what? I'll just pick up a really cheap version 1 now. So
yeah, you could do that. You could definitely, and you know what? You bring up a good point on that because not everything needs to be artisan when you're amassing a big collection. You know what I'm saying? If you have your core characters and you want them to be artisan, you can do that too.
I always gauge everything by like the price to value. Am I getting out of it what I'm putting into it? You know, and that's kind of always how I buy anything and everything. So that's how I'm looking at this.
Makes sense. Makes total sense.
I was going to say one thing is that I actually did get, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I'm going to get that regular version of the Joker because it has that backdrop and everything, the diorama.
Yeah, that's beauty, baby.
I got the freaking 4-pack and it has, the diorama of the Murray Franklin show as well, but it doesn't look like this one. So I'm wondering if they scale together so I can put them together. And so you can make a whole display with it, like a big old Murray Franklin type of diorama. So
that's a good.
I'm sure it will, Joey. But here's the problem: is that it also comes with curtains. So I don't know if you're gonna have too much of an overlap of curtains.
I can take the curtains off though.
Even if it doesn't work, you'll still have your other figure. You know,
and I can always sell the figure if I just wanted because I already have 4.
To me, because my ass did not get to participate in any of this.
My bad, Dick.
Yeah, I didn't get any of these artisan figures.
Me neither. It's okay.
It's so many. We got so many artisans coming out, so it's like kind of like hard to keep track. And I was going through my spreadsheets, and I was just like, damn, everything I got practically is an artisan coming next year. It's ridiculous.
What's crazy is that this isn't even the end. Like this is just the surface of what we're about to get, right? Like
it's beginning.
It's only well, is it August? Yeah, it's August 1st.
Yeah, dude. Like shit, dude. We still got Captain America coming out later this year. We got Joker coming out. We got all the Agatha. Agatha. Not to mention all the other shit that they're gonna make from Deadpool and Wolverine, bro. Like collectors. Be afraid. Be very afraid, right? Like this is not. Yeah, this is not the year for your wallet, bro.
You ain't never lied. Layel, how did you make out this week on these 3?
This shit got me tired, bro, because I had to do a fucking show just about
every day. I called it lunch with Layel.
I know, right?
But I here's the thing, bro. I love it because of the simple fact that you give people a chance, and then the community helps each other out,
right?
With links, trying to get it, just to see who gets it. I mean, the joy of it is having that space where you can see who's excited about it. Who's passing on it, who's giving advice, who's just basically in it for moral support. And there was a lot of people that were basically in there for moral support. I managed to get, the Joker, of course. That was one I was definitely going after. I got, well, you already know, Black Widow, I needed to have that. This one I passed on because, like I said before, I mean, it is definitely not my favorite suit. From the trilogy. I'm just kind of over it. I'm kind of over those legs, so I was just like, I'm out of it. I don't really need this version. So I passed up. But I got all the ones that I wanted and the ones that weren't even artisan. I got the Vader, I managed to get, the exclusive Commander Scorch as well. It was just, different things that I wanted, that were on the radar. This one was just definitely a no-brainer.
You were going to break the world if you didn't get this one. So I already know.
Pretty much. I needed to have this one in the collection. So definitely a fan of the film. Here's the thing, bro. I don't really mind the one-offs because of the simple fact that I use it as like in multiversal terms. I can create my own team. What if they brought this version back? What if they brought multiple versions back? Which, mind you, hint, Secret Wars. But I'm just saying, like, a lot is going to definitely happen here within the next couple of years. But I needed to have this one. It, definitely was one of my favorite films, Iron Man 2. So to have this in a collection was definitely a bonus. But I think more than just the Artisans, it was just the experience of having, everybody in and, everybody putting the cues in, like the links in for the cues, and just everybody coming together. That space, having a corner and having everybody for these releases just brings everybody together. So I'm just all in it for the experience. Even if it's a figure I'm not going after like that, Spider-Man, I still created a show for it because I wanted to see those who wanted it get it. So that meant more than anything. So yeah, it was an exciting. I'm just hoping they don't do this shit next week. Like, please don't.
Seriously.
Like, you mentioned something. Like, we do that as a group too. Anytime one of these releases are coming out, literally each of us are like, okay, I'm not getting this. Do I need to jump in the queue for one of you? Let me know. It's like a team effort anytime one of these happens.
Yep.
It helps with the stress of it.
Yeah, that does. And that's a beautiful thing. That really is a beautiful thing. Before we continue, I do want to give a shout out to Throne's office with the $5 bomb. I'm sorry, I almost missed that one. Thank you for calling my attention to that. Sid just wanted to say thank you to everyone on this panel tonight. Can't wait to see you all at NYC. Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Take pictures and all that shit. Can't wait to meet you, bro. Right. Absolutely. That's gonna be amazing.
My guy.
Definitely. Second brother, big bro, how did you make out this week?
Well, I made out good.
We know you did.
The loop is working, baby. They were.
I just did, had to do my thing, and I pretty much came out pretty good. So, Black Widow was kind of sketchy. I would say she was kind of sketchy. It was a lot of it was a lot of IT buffoonery going on there.
Yeah,
with that.
For sure.
And the Deadpool was really comedic. It was really comedic because I was sitting there watching. I'm like, these guys at Sideshow is literally shitting their pants right now because it is so much volume. But then I'm sitting up there like, well, that's what your asses get by releasing a figure right in the middle of a movie premiere while people sitting in the movie theater trying to get the shit.
Yeah.
So expect this to happen. So
yeah,
it was funny. It was really funny to turn around and watch that and watch them move over to a queue because the site got so overwhelmed. The only way they could try to balance it without crashing the complete site and then them losing money was to throw everybody in the queue in the middle of the night. So, I love the chase. Like all you guys, I pretty much I love the chase of the figures. If I get it, great. If I don't, okay, that goes along with being collected. Yep. Little bro already knows how we are about the chase. I used to tackle him in Toys R Us if we see a loose box of figures and try to throw him around in a different aisle to get to it. So
very true.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I'd like to see what they come out with next. With the Artisans, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm trying to think in my head, okay, how many more Artisans can they bring out?
Jesus.
Literally. Before the
we need a break. We need a break from.
Yeah.
If they don't release if they don't announce another figure this year, except the Dark Side Anakin, I'll take that. I'd be fine. I'd be fine. Remember, I was telling you, Jay, this last week.
Yeah.
If at this point, if they don't release another and they put out one little promotion and said, "Get ready, baby, for 2025 in January, we're going to do all this," I'd be like, sigh of relief. No more $40, $50, $60 Artisan pre-order NRDs. I mean, look, when you put all these Artisans on Sideshow right now, you're right, Jay. It's like a whole freaking page of them already.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
See, I'm on the opposite side of that. I say keep releasing it, man. Just keep releasing it.
I love it, but I'm going to go broke.
But once the shooter hit it, made a great point. He made a great point, which I've been harping on, is that these numbers, and if you pay attention to these cues, the math is not like my man, like my not my man, but my lady Taraji said, the math is not mathing when you get into these cues.
It's not.
And when you start talking about X amount of numbers, and then you're looking at 4,000 of the current figure that just recently sold out. And some people's numbers in the 3,000s and possibly the 4,000s, and they still be able to obtain a figure.
Yep. You know what?
Look,
Eamon, that's why they got to serialize these. They should freaking number them.
Yeah,
since they're charging us kind of damn money.
Exactly. I would never trust anything that says limited if it doesn't exactly explain it per figure, like they do in the statue world. You know, when you buy 2,500 pieces, you get your statue, you get number 10 of 2,500, right? That validates that.
Right. Well, and I think that they've done this before with an Iron Man. What was it? I know we feel like I get an Iron Man every week, but one last year, did they serialize it? They've already done it.
You know what though? Like when I look at it from this aspect, though, I'm like, if I was Sideshow, bro, I definitely would not be mad at. I'm not mad at them for what they're doing because of the simple fact that, bro, anytime you got figures or a figure that's been released 5 years ago, still sitting on your damn in stock. If you got a figure that's been there 6 years ago, still sitting, you can't give that shit away, not even a fucking BOGO. There's a problem. Like you can't. Like nobody wants half these figures, and they're sitting on dead stock right now, so they can't get rid of it. Off. It's a terrible space to be in if you're a company like that. So coming up with this, it's pretty damn genius if you think about it, because it gets everybody focused on the figures that they want. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is at the end of the day. Either you get the ones you want or the ones you don't want to get. You don't have to worry about it. My thing is, it's the mistakes that you make, because I don't think, in my opinion, not one damn clone should be an exclusive release. It doesn't make sense to me, because people buy clones. You got to look at what people buy versus what they don't. That doesn't make sense to me. Everything else, you can do these, one-offs. You can do these exclusive releases and stuff like that. That's pretty fine. But when you get into those clones or you're getting the figures, like, it just, that shit doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make sense.
I know with me, ethically, if I find a company that, say for instance, if it comes out that they say that there's 4,000 figures and they actually produce 8,000 just to promote the hype that gets you to buy the figure, that's when I start tapping out at that point.
Mm-hmm. They did that with Funko too. Funko messed up and they put like the wrong sticker on one of them or something like that, and it was like a 2,000 piece, and it ended up being like actually the same figure, but like they labeled it 4,000. It was crazy, and the only difference was metallic, and that's all it was. So I don't know.
You know what they are doing though.
That's one thing.
Well, you know what they are doing, Eamon, with these things, and I was talking with you about this, Jay, at Lail 2 last week. Look, they're definitely kit bashing these. We saw it with the freaking Clone Wars Mandalorian Obi-Wan. They didn't even they just released they released it, and they said, oh, by the way, here's 2,000 more. They put it on Mandalorian armor. What did they just do with the Artisan Joker? It's limited. It's limited to just 4,000 pieses. Wait a minute, though. Here's 3,000 more of the same exact head sculpt. Put it on Christian Bale with spray paint. And there you go. They're gonna. So when we talk about Dark Side Anakin, all they got to do, is these got purrs. They don't even have to repaint the damn head. All they got to do is put in the different eyeballs.
That's it.
It's so damn easy. So I don't know how limited these are.
But a lot of money. I would say this. Hopefully they don't start. They are starting to do that, but starting to limit that, because after a while, like I keep saying, the well will run dry.
It will, because people will be like, I don't got to go ahead and do that because I'll get like 3 versions of Luke right when they release this.
Is 6K even limited at that point? When you're at 6K, is that like
no? That's mass produced, man.
That's like regular stuff.
That ran out still in like an hour and a half. I was surprised. They ran.
I guess that's what 1/6 shooter was kind of saying. Is that really even limited? So.
You think that's the average stock number right there, 6K or what?
I feel like
isn't like 6? Yeah, it's like 6 to 10,000. That's like a regular.
But they're only. I guess they're only saying limited because one is 4,000 and one is 2,000. Like the SKUs. Is that kind of what they're trying to do? Justify
that could be it. That could be it. But also you got to take into consideration people who go in the queue, right? Because let's just talk about the queue real quick. You'll be in the queue and your number, let's say 1,000, and there's 800 there, and you're still able to grab one. There's people sitting in the queue that are either indecisive or they're doing what we're doing. If we don't want it, someone else in the crew is willing to grab it.
Or there's people on two different pages, like I
two
mean,
different accounts or whatever.
Well, limited's also like semantics, right? Limited doesn't exactly mean what everybody may think it means. Just because it's limited doesn't mean it's not mass produced.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Want to give a shout out real quick to Valkyrie Magnus. Thank you so much for the $5 bomb. I'm trying, brother. Thank you. Definitely. Also want to give a shout out to Ray. Big money Ray. What's up with you, Ray? The man that saves my ass often. That's what I call Ray. Good to have you here, Ray. Thank you so much.
You know, Ray needs to start his own counseling service. You know, some of us in the 1-6 community be on that ledge, like hanging off, and Ray come to save us. Talk us down.
Ain't never true. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You have this up, and we're talking about the so Loki. You had the Loki artisan up there because you had all the artisans that the god Loki.
No.
So I just saw Loki from Endgame. They're coming out with these Endgame figures. Sell on eBay for $105 new, and that freaking original Iron Spider now $100 on eBay. So these artisans and even these new releases that aren't artists, because they got the rolling eyeballs, they got the new, they're sinking those. I mean, right now you can get a real good deal.
Yeah.
But it's cheaper than some of these other shops that have it at 35% off. Is all I'm saying.
No,
it brings 75% off.
And it kind of brings up this question right here. To propose this to the whole panel since we're talking about it: artisan or nothing. As I just was saying earlier, like I went through all my pages in Sideshow, and for the next year, it's like pretty much everything is like artisan. Do you guys feel that the non-artisan figures will be less desirable later on down the line? I mean, with the exception with like your Deadpools and stuff like that, or your She-Hulks and stuff like that.
I honestly, to be real with you, brother Cousins, I think that this is a new wave of Hot Toys, right? Like, I think that this is genuinely the direction that they want to move in, and I think that that's why that we don't really see much of a difference between this and like the Lady Pool, right? Like, they don't specify that as artisan because they just want you to get familiar with this brand, right? Like, they want I don't think that Hot Toys is taking that artisan brand as seriously as maybe we are, right? Because this is probably just a new normal for them. Like, yeah, if this is a big character that's going to sell, pump that shit out, make it, because we know it's going to sell.
I feel like
you can bet your damn ass that every single figure in your collection that's a big IP character, your Darth Vaders, your Wolverines, your Iron Mans, your Spider-Mans, you name it, it's going to get remade in an artisan form.
And I think that whenever we're getting to the point where artisan is just, a thing they do all the time, what they're going to do to switch it up and get us to want the artisan more is bring down that price point a little bit closer.
Not only that, but what we just saw with Black Widow with that magnetic base, man, like you thought that they're going to copy in art, dude, they're really going to crash down and copy in art now, bro. Like that's going to be their
also one big thing about the artisan figures too, we just got to see what happens over time with them. See how it holds up, like the durability of it. Right now, we're in the hype. We're in probably the height of it, where people are excited. It's new. Ares just got the first one in hand. Most people haven't seen what these look like yet, let alone how they're going to hold up 6 months from now, 1 year from now.
That's a fair point, Austin. But also, granted, they seem pretty confident in this, man. Like, this is number what for them, including all the summer showcases?
15th figure.
Right. Like, they've made something tells me in Howie Chan's office that there's been an artisan figure that's been sitting there for quite some time, and he's just been testing to see how long what is the word? Longevity. Thank you. That he's testing to see how that's working on these things, because there's no way in hell that this man's going to release these figures, and it's like, new line.
Just like everything has R&D, right? Everything does have R&D, but it's a bit different when the R&D is typically done by the same company, not done by a third-party company without any kind of bias, and let alone actually a collector in hand. Like, Danny, you repose your shit, and often, right? You actually play with these things and cultivate and change them and whatnot.
Come on.
I would not expect actual R&D to be as in-depth as most collectors are with their figures, right? And even in that same vein, you can say the same thing with pleather. Right, for a decade plus now, pleather has been failing, yet we keep seeing it. So
that's a good point. But also, too, given that he's he's the man, right? Like he probably poses the shot of his figures too, right? Like he's the man who's manufacturing all these things and the head honcho. So like he's probably in his office, like, yeah, I'm gonna pose the hell out of this Spider-Man because hey, I can just go down.
You know what?
Keeps selling though.
You know what though?
No
I think
change.
one of the biggest things that I think all of these companies are doing is exercising their rights to manipulate and use the IP. They're tired of basically seeing these third-party companies taking advantage, and well, not really taking advantage because there's opportunities there, but what they're trying to do is kill the competition. I highly believe that this is exactly what Hot Toys and art, companies like Jazz Inc. If you have the license to it, you want to use it. You want to utilize it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you look, who put salt on the wound and put shit in the game for a while now, for the last year and a half, was Mars Toys. Because everything that they basically released with that line, they were killing it. Motherfuckers wanted it, they were getting it. So now you basically see Jazz Inc., you see art, in art. You definitely see, again, innovation breeds what? Competition. It's how it always is. We see that. So again, they're just trying to step up their game. It's a test of elevation. It's a contest of elevation. They see who gets there yet, who can perfect it. And we're following and we're along on, for the ride. But here's the thing, just keep this in mind. Last couple of months, we haven't had a conversation recently about third-party figures because of shit like this. You're not really hearing too much.
We had that conversation 6 months ago where we turned around and said that the heat was around the corner on Hot Toys with these new companies and these third parties coming out. We talked about that 6 months ago. They feeling that pressure. So now here we are. It's like, that pressure is getting to them. So now here we are, but now it's to the point where you got to have balance. Because now it's pretty much like shoot out an OK Corral. Who's the last man standing at this point?
It is.
The consumer's going to be like, okay, our pockets are not infinite.
That's the thing.
Like, who's the rush to get the hottest thing out first?
We're seeing that shit with fucking J&D just released that fucking, where they're at with their Harry Potter line, and they're just starting that shit now, and they're now challenging in art. My problem with these companies, though, is the competition is there, we see it, but real competition is for you to give me something I have never seen.
That's right.
Give me a figure I've never seen before.
Right. Yes.
If you do that, then you got my money and you gain my attention. What you're doing right now is giving us shit that we've actually seen because, again, it's the most popular and it's part of the conversation. But I'm telling you, if you were to give us something that we have never seen before, I guarantee you that conversation would switch. Just take chances. And a lot of these companies don't, or they may be restricted and bound by these or the licensing with Warner Brothers, with Marvel. They may not be able to do with Star Wars. They may not be able to expand past what's been presented. And I think Yost was the one who kind of put me on to that. He was like, there's only so much we can actually do. So,
and I think that Star Wars license is probably really tough. I mean,
nobody's getting that shit.
Nobody else getting that license. Right? At least as far as I heard, is that they kind of really they let Sideshow and Hot Toys kind of do that. I don't even know how that
Disney,
works.
Hasbro, and Bandai. Disney, Hasbro,
and Bandai.
Those are the only ones that.
So they let them, Lou. They kind of whatever. They let like Sideshow and Hot Toys sub-license it.
No. What I'm saying,
because they have the right.
No. They have they have the licensing, so they get to push out as much as they want. You know what I mean? They have the market for that. You know what I mean? There's some third-party companies that'll do Star Wars stuff, but the licensing itself in title itself and to promote it as such is restricted to those three companies thus far because we haven't seen anyone else obtain the license because it's the House of Mouse. House of Mouse is a big monopoly. So you want to make sure that, you're not necessarily losing money and you want to give your license to anybody and you want to make sure that, it's functioning because Bandai themselves, they tested the waters with multiple scales. Hasbro tested the water with multiple scales. And even Bandai changing the IP just a slight with the movie realization line where every armor is considered a samurai armor because of the way they designed it. So, when it comes to licensing, You know, it can veer away. It depends. They have to get the okay with the stamp of approval, and then you could promote it as Star Wars. Because even the movie realization line is promoted as Star Wars.
J&D's already done this like twice already, copied or not copied, but like done the same thing as another company. This is the second time already that they've done that. They did it with Batman, and then now they're doing it with this. So it's like kind of repetitive, kind of like what I was saying. We need something more
different.
Yeah.
If you take those chances, I guarantee you people will follow you, and they'll take notice. But it's just like, again, it's like people are really, really afraid to actually do it. Like I don't understand. Okay, you have Warner Brothers with InArt. You have Warner Brothers with, with Hot Toys. You have these companies, even fucking J&D now, who's doing 6 scale. Unless you have certain actors that aren't playing ball, because again, they might want more money, or maybe they just don't want their likeness out there. But you mean to tell me, and I'm just waiting to see who has not done Wonder Woman, Linda Carter yet. If you do some shit like that, I'm all in.
And J&D needs to do stuff like that. I think with a lot of these companies would make sense. I love the fact that I think these companies will set themselves apart if they take an IP and they're known for that IP. Because let's face it, Hot Toys they rule the gambit with the iron fist when it comes to Marvel and anything
they own the market share.
Absolutely. But I love the fact, like with InArt, like I love the fact of I want them to keep doing the Lord of the Rings stuff, because I think they can really shine with that. Like that could be their premier line. And J&D, like you said, like a Linda Carter Wonder Woman, something like that, please. This right here, I don't know how I feel about it. In some aspects, I like it, but that damn hair, and I'm all for sculpted hair, but it just, with them making the hair silicone, it just doesn't make sense to me.
It kind of looks like a caricature. Like it looks like Ron Weasley. It does. It does. Caricature, like a more cartoon animated version of Ron, versus something like InArt, where it's actually like real life, fucking identical. You know?
Yeah. You know, a figure that another company could make that would make them bank is the freaking Catwoman from The Batman. That would make them bank, because everybody that has one of the InArt, someone that has an InArt or a Hot Toys one is going to want to buy that one to pair it.
There ain't never lied.
To pair it with that one. Yep.
Absolutely.
Wait, the only way for these companies to learn and change tactics, right, is exactly what we're doing right here. We're putting our wallets first. You know, if this crashes and burns, they're going to pivot. They're going to have to pivot. And that's the only way for these companies to learn. But in that same vein, competition is needed in this space.
Yes, it changed a lot.
Hot Toys owns the market share 100%. There's not even an argument about this. But I think it's fantastic for InArt to keep pushing these out, keep growing the reputation, because the bigger they get, the more brand awareness there is. The more properties they'll be able to obtain, the better production they'll be able to put out for us, and it just puts the pressure on Hot Toys, which is what we want.
Exactly.
You know, the conversation I'm looking forward to. The conversation I'm looking forward to with these artisans when we get down 3 years down the line. If our artisans look like Richard Simmons, rest in peace, or Barry Gibb for the Bee Gees, you know, it's going to turn out like that.
Now I hope your mom's watching right now and go at you, because I didn't say the shit. I didn't say it this time.
Hey, look,
you said it.
So no, I can take the heat. I can take the heat.
I didn't say it. So she's watching. She can't say that I said that shit. When I said Barry Gibbs, it's like the fear of God, like the thunder and lightning, everything. See,
hey, look,
you said it. I don't have to worry about it.
Hey, look, I can take the heat.
Bro, when I said, all I said was, if they screw up Anakin, if they screw up that light side artisan Anakin, if the hair comes out like Barry Gibb, people will be mad. Man, no. Oh my God! I'm glad you said it, and I didn't say that shit, so I don't get the heat.
So, dude, if this looks like that freaking
Mama Cousins down here, if you see my feet,
if this looks like the way that freaking Artisan Heath Ledger Joker came out, watch out, baby. This is gonna be.
I can't wait.
You got all these freaking companies in Hong Kong and so many others selling these for $1,100,000. This one is like insane over everything. It's insane right now, the buzz on this.
Hey, I missed out on this one, so I'm still a little hurt on this one.
Can you click on that? Same. You're on the wait listing, so you can cancel. I can move up one place.
I'm on the wait
list. No, my brother. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, for me, I'm like, I know this is going to be $1,000 figure, and I don't know.
It is.
What am I? I need this, but I don't know what am 12. You don't need anything.
You want the dark side version? They're gonna throw on you.
But you're only freaking. And you're right, Aries. We're going to get that. As soon as this drops,
I'd be shocked if they didn't. I'd be shocked.
Upon release, what do y'all think this price point is going to be in the secondary market? 12
over 1,000.
1,000.
11. Yeah, it's going double.
I have such a hard time feeling like this can be 12. Wow. Yeah, I think 1,400's too much. Honestly, I mean,
one would probably sell.
I will say this. I mean, there was a lot of hype on this, like a lot of hype on Aragorn, going even a little more than Gandalf. Yeah. First ones that come out, it could go 1,400. It could.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of Gandalf, if anybody wants to ban in our Gandalf, let me know.
I could see the first person to post this on the VST groups. Like, it's gonna be high. Yeah. It's gonna be high.
I mean, I feel like when it comes out, you're gonna be able to get it from Tim Cent Jay for like $800, $900. I mean, the toys buying agent types, but I don't know. With this one, I'm a little thinking it's 1,000. I don't know why.
I'm thinking like 900, man, for double even on the
I feel bad because one of my friends, he just got into the 6-scale game. He got the Darth Vader from Kenobi, and then he was so lucky he got this figure on pre-order from Sideshow. But he forgot to switch his card over, so they canceled it because he wasn't making the payments that he wasn't paying attention for. So I was like, dang, you
not to digress, guys, but you brought up the DX28 Vader, right? Is that what?
Yeah. He got that was his first figure, and then he got this.
So now I'm starting to see those sell for $340, $350.
They're going for cheap.
Days. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Because of that other Vader. Anyway, not to throw you off, Jay. Just saying. No, I just noticed it today.
That other Vader, though, man.
That other Vader.
Dude, that's too soon. They should have never put that out.
That's got some presents.
That should have been a next year thing, man. That should have been a next year thing.
I agree, Zero. I agree.
But I will.
It hurts. It hurts if you have it. Yeah, I know.
I just said like my Kenobi Vader just became my clean Vader, and then
absolutely the same.
It's crazy. Like that one, like everybody was like, "Dude, battle damage Vader, yada yada," and then we get this like true battle damage concept looking Vader, and it's like. Yeah, man. It's like it makes the other one like you can buff it out,
What was everybody saying though when that DX2728 came out? Maybe the best figure of all time. You've never seen anything like this. There's no way you're gonna top it. It's probably figure of the year this year, and this one comes out. It looks like it puts it to shame.
It does.
You know what made it? You know what made it that way, Aries? It was the resemblance or the mirror effect for. Clone Wars where Ahsoka sliced the mask. That's what it was. It was the allure to that. It's there, but it's not there because it's obviously Obi-Wan.
Right. I did have.
When you read Vader down and you see that.
Yeah.
You see the Mythos. That was actually for people who want the Mythos statue and to see that. That's when I saw that. I was like, oh shit! Day one pre-order right there.
Yeah, it does remind you of the Mythos. I mean, this thing looks sick, dude. For a figure.
It just kind of makes me excited.
It's not a statue, but it looks like a statue.
If they continue this with like the quote unquote Mythos line, I am in on that.
Yeah, me too. Dude. I mean, this is
Ventress like this. And
man,
they do them all like this. It's all in.
I'm not even being picky. Just give me a Ventress.
I
won't be picky.
Man, if they do Ventress like this,
this would be sick.
Or Savage. Oh
yeah.
Savage Press. Yep.
Yeah, Danny.
And this ain't even Artisan, man, because he's got no hair.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's still awesome. And the thing is this: we shifted a lot from the way we collect, according to what's been offered. So starting off, we will always get a clean version of something, and we always kept it pristine. You got your Iron Man, kept them clean. Got your X-Men Wolverine Last Stand, kept them clean. All all these characters you had clean. We never had like true battle damage, and then recently it just started kicking off little by little. You got one here, you got one there, and next thing you know, it's over. Damn, what was that? You heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. What was that?
What was that?
We all heard that.
Yeah,
I was muted.
That was the quiet before the next Artisan announcement.
Word.
Scratching. Somebody was scratching the record.
No.
It was the disturbance in the force, like another 12 fingers just dropped.
Howard Pan entering the chat.
That was the sound of 2 pennies pinching, trying to make $1 because they keep coming out with more and more battle damage stuff that's appealing to the eye, and all we can see is, oh man, that looks great. I love the detail in it. It's more detailed because there's more damage to it. That means there's paint, there's scratches, there's things that we didn't see before. So
yeah, but
it's
really, what do you think of this? That the prices are starting to go up on some of these. What is this?
I hate it. I hate the pricing going up, but it's part of the game. This is premium. This is premium collecting. Remember, I started with Marvel Legends. Okay, I started there, and I kept going overseas for Figure Arts and Mafex, and then there's these other companies that are lesser known, but they do high-end figures, and their quality is top-notch. You got 3-0, who's killing it with Transformers, and they're killing it with the 12-scale Iron Man. So, like, there's certain companies that just have their niche. They found it, and they're just running with it right now. But it's appealing to us. So when you look at 3-0, they were the master painters for weathering and battle damage. If you look at the Ashley Wood stuff from back in the day, all their stuff was weathered. Their fabrics and all that stained, and it was great. A lot of people enjoyed that.
Howard is doing everything that he wanted to do in the first place. He's doing everything he's been trying to do because, again, that is the process of Legends, and it's the Legends line that he's really focusing on right now. So everything that we're getting, especially from Star Wars, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you, everybody's been wanting these figures. They've been wanting the Mara Jade. You might actually see that. You might see a young Leia from Dark Empire. You might actually see that. There's so many things that they can actually give us from this line. I think they're just, again, Howard is going back saying, look, let me just utilize the IP as much as I can. Again, keep in mind, we're not getting a movie from this IP for a long time, not until like maybe 2026 as of right now. So they're going to milk what they got, which I think they should have did a long time ago. But I'm glad that they're doing it. They're evolving that, Scorched Burnt, Hayden Christensen head sculpt likeness is definitely incredible. And on top of that, keep in mind, if you don't get a Wade Wilson, you can swap it out for this motherfucker right here.
I'll tell you what else, Leo. Now that you got this full Hayden Christensen head sculpt like this on Vader, you do got, I hate to say the anniversary next year because they could do it this year. I still can't believe they got Grievous and the Emperor. But Revenge of the Sith anniversaries next year. You get a Vader in the Medvac.
I definitely don't think they're waiting for the anniversary at all because they did. You know what? They were releasing figures before Return of the Jedi. They were releasing way before we even got to the anniversary. So I think he's going to do what they want. By the time we get there, it's going to be something totally different. It might even be a light side Legends line. So you never know.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I thought that Grievous was going to be like peak next year, Star Wars releases, but I don't know what's next now.
They just killing us. And with all this said and all the hoopla about all the stuff that we're seeing and releasing, I kind of think this guy just got lost in the shuffle. And honestly, we can probably be getting this one tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or next week or something. He's right around the corner. And I'm feeling that
tonight.
It can be tonight, bro, for real. And
this one is sick, dude. This one.
You gotta have this. You gotta get this one. This is.
He's gonna go hard.
The battle damage one, the Mythos battle damage one looks amazing. I ain't gonna lie, it's some things, but this right here is just.
This is OT. This is Jedi. Yeah.
I can't wait to see the light up function on here with the helmet on this one with the helmet. Oh man, I can't wait to see that.
It's gonna be a nice.
You know what? Is that what else? Don't forget that just a couple days ago, James Gunn did announce that Superman is done.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they wrapped up production.
Done. They wrapped production on that film. It is definitely done. So don't get it twisted. The marketing for that one is going to be crazy. So they're going to try to milk it.
It's going to be huge. Yeah.
So again, you're going to start seeing ramping up for DC's line. We're going to see that pretty soon. So
they did that fast.
Resurgence of DC, baby. I love to see it though.
That might be something you get early on release too, since they finished it so early from release date. They probably because they could probably send the company already like the final images or the art, so they could start making their own figs and stuff. So that might be something because that's gonna have a lot of characters in that first movie. Too. So I'm sure with it being James Gunn, like it'll be interesting to see.
Finally gonna get a Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
And then just going back to all this stuff that we're getting right here. I mean, just what we saw last week. Come on, man. A clone Batman and Robin shit? Really? I mean, we knew this was coming.
This could have waited till next year, man. Like,
no.
Like, there's a lot of cancellations going on, bro. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of cancellations going on right now because those Deadpools, I don't think people were expecting for them to hit during this time period where they were still paying off other pre-orders and all that stuff. So
that's right.
And then like the announcement of the new Vader, and then you just had the Kenobi Vader, and then the 40th anniversary Vader, and so it's interesting to see what the collection is going through. Like, I wonder what Sideshow's looking like right now.
That paying forward looking good right now.
Yo, paying forward, be careful. Be careful.
I know.
They'll sneak up on you because, dude, they sneak up on me. I got plenty. And here's the thing. The reason why I was saying skip the Batman and Robin, one, those are not my favorite suits. This I can't wait to get. The USB powered Hulkbuster. That
I heard it opens by itself mechanically.
What's going to be the price on that? I wonder. Because the Iron Man went up to $490.
Over a K, probably.
The first one was 12. Was it?
Oh, the first one was 12. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
1400 probably.
14. Yeah.
Well, I think it was 12 with the deluxe arm. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
I think
this has like moving parts and stuff in it. Jeez.
So they got a moving canopy.
I gotta get that.
Yo, can you imagine this?
Oh, you getting that big bro
now?
Dude, if I see that Hulkbuster, when that Hulkbuster comes, I got it, man. Man, I probably had to go out there and do some shake dancing for real to get that.
Listen, I'll be over there in 42nd Street breakdancing with my bucket out and trying to, do some head spins for coin, bro. Dead ass. Because, dude, this is coming home. That specifically is coming home. But that Batman recently just dropped 89. And then also in the same show, we saw the returns.
Yeah, buddy.
So the Michael Keaton's my Batman. You know what I mean? That's my end all be all Batman. Granted, I love
this guy,
Batfleck, but that Chewie. I think all of us called it. Who said we want Chewie with C3 as a backpack? We all
I'm
want
all
that.
that I've seen. This is what I'm most excited for. This right here. I'm really. Oh my god! I can't.
I've been waiting to buy a Chewbacca. I just been waiting, man. And I'm so
happy.
Because
of this photo, I pre-ordered Han.
If this was Artisan, how much do you think it would cost?
I wonder if they have Artisan, or are they going to have an option like that? I wonder. I don't know.
I don't think so because I think the suit is fine. I think the suit itself is fine. From what I saw from the last two that they did, it's fine. What was the issue was the coloring with the first one, if I remember correctly, and the sculpt with the second one. Yeah. Like it looked too much like a dog versus looking like the way Chewbacca's supposed to look like. It looked like an actual dog that next door neighbor with the ponytail and shit. You know what I mean?
Like with the Lady Deadpool though, and with the Wonder Woman, I wonder if they don't call it Artisan, but they say Wolverine on the head and certain parts with that. I'm wondering if that will be part of this year because I'm looking at the head. And I'm wondering if the hair is going to be like that.
Don't give them no ideas. Don't give them no ideas. That's going to be a fortune.
How much is this going to go for, Lou?
Oh, too much. I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's standard. Standard like $350.
Well, how much does a C-3POs go for?
If it's plastic, I'm saying maybe $350 maybe. But if it's die-cast, think about the weight distribution on the figure. You're gonna need a flight pole for this bad boy.
Well, he looks pretty beefy there.
What if they just took? What if you're able to take the C-3PO and they make it plastic and you're able to put them back together and make another figure and it's some kind of weird 2-pack.
That would be awesome.
Yo,
Hey,
that's
that
actually pretty dope.
Yeah, that could be something. Yeah.
But that's actually how the way it should be.
Yep.
That'd be insane not to take the opportunity to do that. Because we already been talking about if they were going to do this, they would have to do this as a 2-pack. It would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, I just opened up my 000 today and feeling the weight of that. No, Lou, you're right about the weight proportions. He's not going to be able to hold that figure up unless that body of that Chewbacca is an exoskeleton and is held by magnets.
Yeah,
and that's what should the price do.
Yeah, they would. I think they definitely would do that plastic. Before we continue, I want to give a shout out to Dirk Diggler Stunt Double for the $2 bomb. I'm going to answer that question real quick, and I also want to give a shout out to McCoy Culture for the other $2 bomb. He also says, "Y'all ready for Fantastic Four Doctor Doom figures?"
Hell yes, yes.
Jesus.
I just introduced Rachel to Fantastic Four the other night. I had her watch the 2000s one.
Nice. What does she think of them?
It's a product of their time.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I think that's kind of the beauty of watching it now. I go back, I watched that, and I was like, oh man, this was simpler times. Like, I still had so much fun watching that movie.
Dude,
I think they aged well. I think they definitely aged well.
I think you have to have grown up with it for them to age well.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Kind of, sort of, but then again, you know, there's always period pieces, right? And some of these films, specifically superhero films, they're period pieces. They're only set in the time that they're actually in. For instance, Phone Booth.
Yeah.
The whole story takes place in New York City street on a phone booth, on a corner.
Was my movie. That was my movie right there back.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, we don't have those phones no more.
No.
We don't have them here in New York no more. You'll be lucky to find one of those pay phones, and they don't work.
That's true. That's
Just saying,
true.
it's a timepiece. It's not like Star Wars, where Star Wars technically is timeless because the technology is whatever you find in your backyard. You know what I mean? And put it together.
Absolutely.
But I digress.
Absolutely.
I can't believe we got Grievous.
Yeah, you know that.
Bro, that Grievous looks so good. Oh my god.
It's hard to celebrate all this because they just dropped everything at one time.
This is like stuff that we should have got like last year. I think we can all agree. They just killed us. They really did.
They did.
Because we have been planning this show for like over 3 months, maybe. And I was like, it's gonna happen. And then I was like, oh no, is it gonna happen during the time we're both not doing the show because of Deadpool and Wolverine? And it freaking did, man.
That's what they do, bro. Joey, that's what they do. They be like, oh, they ain't gonna talk about us, or we gonna give them something to talk about. They think it's a slow week.
So Chris Collecting Madness put in the chat, my Attack of the Clones Anakin will finally be here on Monday. I don't even know when mine's coming in because I've already kind of looked way past him already. I'm already looking forward to all these other future figures. I'm like,
that's gonna be like all.
Shit, I forgot about this one. I am not even that excited about it right now.
I have them on my shelf, and because of so much is coming out, I was like, "Oh yeah, I do have that." It's ridiculous. It's so much.
You know, with these figures like this one here, close to 400, whatever, 385. It's just saying 400, 500, 600 a pop. It changes. I know we still get some 290, and we still get some troopers 265, but I'm just saying with a lot of this heat. And it's a lot of $400 or $500 figures, gentlemen.
That's true. That's why I'm happy Lady Deadpool is 280. That's why I'm happy that Lady Deadpool.
Thank God we're still getting ones like that.
I feel like Grievous was a pretty fair price to me, though.
I thought it was too.
It was. Yeah. It was a really good price.
Am I the only one who's kind of enjoying? And I know this is kind of like a naughty phrase to say with some collecting. I'm enjoying collecting backwards right now. Like, I was going to buy the Artisan Black Widow, and Rachel's like, no, I don't want that. I was able to snag this Black Widow for $130, I think.
Yeah. If you want to backwards collect right now is the damn time.
Oh, you know how amazing it was? It was S-Beam who sold it to me. I'm sure he wouldn't care. I gave him like a few extra bucks. I gave him 10 extra bucks. I was like, dude, you're already helping me out. Like, this is awesome.
Dude, you could get a DX16 Maul for $190 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane.
Just a couple months ago, that thing was a $500 figure.
I know.
Damn.
And I know the new one is better, but I don't personally think it's that bad. I mean, that DX16 is good.
Speaking of 2.0s and new ones, we got this guy right here, which may be the last topic of the night. But he is on the way. He is coming. Yes, I did a thing. And I gotta pay for the thing. So, but that's just what it is. Man, so this looks fantastic. Some people were saying that they didn't like the little bumps in the suit or something. I saw that.
That's the first thing I noticed on the figure.
Yeah. Joey, what are your thoughts about it? All in all.
I mean, I'm more of a Bale fan, so I love 89 Batman, but Bale was my guy, so I'm not getting it, but this looks pretty cool. I like it. I think it looks very detailed. Like you said, the bumps on the suit make it look that much more detailed. And especially if you have that the Batmobile already, of course, that's going to look amazing. I know you have that display, and I remember you getting that, and it looked amazing with that Batman. Imagine the newer one.
Yes,
out of this world.
I can't wait. And then having it with the Jazz Inc. new Batmobile. Ooh. My God.
So,
yeah, man, it looks good. Zero, your thoughts on this piece?
Man, I think it looks great. One thing that I wanted to talk about, and maybe Joey can help me out because I know he knows a little bit about editing pictures or picture wise. It looks like they increased a little bit of the details, on this figure in terms of like the sharpness, and that could be the reason why these people are seeing these bumps a little bit more than they will actually see them in real life. Because obviously, photography sometimes covers different textures or shadows a little bit different. So, but this, man, I think it's a great figure. But I'm a fan of the return suit more. So when I saw that, I was like, that's what I was waiting for personally. When this one was announced, I was like, I want it because I want the Keaton representation in the collection. But I'm hoping, and I'm just like knowing their track record, I was like, they're going to do a 2.0 returns. And sure enough, right now we're on the verge of getting that already. So, but this one looks... like I said, I feel like they did increase the sharpness on this picture a lot, but it looks beautiful. Like this right here on this picture alone, I don't know if it's just the photographer, whoever took that, but it's probably Austin Nicholas. But man, it looks really, really good. Like it's so realistic. It almost feels like, I don't know, it reminds me of that J&D, in our kind of like their little material that they use and stuff, but man, it looks great. Man.
I think you're onto really something though, Zio, because I think someone put a picture of this that they already had got it from Hong Kong, and I didn't see those bumps as much as I did on these pictures.
Man. And the suit did have texture on it because the Mezco Loco, I think you can tell me that the Mezco one has that texture as well, right?
It does have the texture on the actual suit more so than the cowl. The cowl is smooth on the figure itself, but here it's a great representation. I'm wondering though, for the longevity of the suit, is it going to be more of that Spider-Man-esque style suit where we can have the range? Because if you guys remember, we do have another Keaton that's not the returns coming. It's the one from the Flash movie.
That's right.
That one poses like a mofo. We saw the promotional pictures for it when it was up for pre-order, and that bad boy was spread eagle, fighting stance and whatnot. And I'm like, damn. And it had something that the Returns Batman originally didn't come with, and that is the wings, the mechanical spread out wings that one comes with. I wonder if they're going to reissue those wings with the Returns and give us 2 SKUs for it. I wonder.
Before we continue with this one, we did have one question from Dirt Diggler Stunt Double. Said, is it true? Does anybody here know about this? The NR is doing a 2.0 Joker.
If they did, I would be kind of mad because
it's too soon.
Yeah, it's way too soon.
That would be crazy.
That would be too much. I mean, unless it's from Joker 2,
right?
Then if it's like a whole new suit, then I won't be as mad.
Yeah, but from what I gathered from NArts, they're not in the business of doing any 2.0s currently because they're getting their feet wet in the pond. That is once they're collecting, which, they still got figures that they're pushing out. People are still receiving them. Some people are happy with their purchase, and others are still waiting for it.
Yeah,
and
because
it's a commitment. It's basically a commitment. 4 figures is a lot for a single purchase, especially if you're not invested into the character.
right.
Yeah.
But then,
Also,
too, that means them working backwards if they did that.
Already,
Exactly.
they're not
Exactly.
even.
They'd be
like,
working
what does that
backwards.
speak for the company? Like, what did it?
Right.
You know, what does that mean about the figures that are in production now? Like, does that mean people would start questioning? It just looks bad on the company too. I think this early on, because I feel like they haven't made the advancements that I feel like Hot Toys did from their 1.0 to their first 2.0 Heath Ledger. You know.
And
Well,
then
I
Hot
think
Toys
Inert
be
needs
like,
to be
I got you
careful.
on the ropes.
Yeah.
Hot Toys be like, I got you on the
Yeah.
ropes now.
I think
Hot Toys
Inert
is like
needs to be
a
careful
5.0.
with like everything right now because there still are a new company, right? They're a new to us company. And I think if they were to start doing 2.0s, especially this early on, I just don't think it's going to resonate super well with people going forward because then it's like what's going to be next. With Hot Toys, they're established, right? I'm not justifying the 2.0s or anything else, but at this point, it's expected with them, and no one's getting deterred from them because they own the market share. NR just doesn't have the presence yet. They're still building up to that and building that reputation. I just don't think they'd want to be known for that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
What 16 Salvo is saying too is like he's saying that he's tempted for the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, but I might sit on it for a minute. And that's what I was really surprised with because a lot of people were ecstatic about having this cheaper version of Joaquin Phoenix, and it's still sitting, and I don't know. People, it just shows like if there's probably not a lot of people that really like that Joker, or you can see people like the in art so much that they didn't cancel that pre-order and went for this one, or they already paid enough for that Joaquin Phoenix Joker and don't want to, cancel it already. So I don't know. I thought that Joker was going to go like nothing. Like I thought it was going to fly off the shelf, but it didn't. I don't know if it's still sitting right now, but
it's waitlisted.
It's waitlisted now.
It just waitlisted.
Okay, so I mean that's probably the longest an Artisan has been up, besides maybe one more, or is that the longest?
And I found this queue to be quite, dare I say it, easy? Because I was at work and I just did it from my phone. Usually I have like so many I have like 5 devices going over here. But I did it at work and I was just like, oh, let's see what happened. And I got like, I think my number was like 1,000 or something like that. Sat there, was patient, was able to cop. And it was just, it was really smooth with this one. But you know what? I think a lot of people like this one. And for the Hot Toys brand loyalist, it gives them an opportunity to buy it from Hot Toys. Whereas I do think I think you're right, the NR one, I feel is just looking at the prototypes. I think the NR one is far superior.
Yeah.
And I think people are just, waiting.
They're not going to cancel for just.
And then too, that's going to change. You know that's going to change.
And this is limited to 4,000. I thought it was 3,000.
Also, this one's at 4,000. This one's also coming in at a time where there is a bunch of releases going on right now. There's a bunch of hitters for people to choose between. In this particular Joker, even though I truly think the first film's perfect, in my opinion, this is more of a niche character compared to like that Spider-Man who's
that's a good point, dude.
Exactly.
So
I think there's a niche aspect to this as well, like you're talking about a couple you've been mentioning. But I think also with this too, we have to remember there were a myriad of releases and pre-orders, and just with these Artisans, that's $150 essentially if you get this, if you get Black Widow and pre-order that, if you get the Tom Holland Spider-Man, it gets to the point. And then if you pre-ordered that Vader or that Iron Man at like $490, that's $500. Dude, that's a lot of freaking money in 1 week. And if people already had this pre-ordered already, with InArt, it kind of shows, hey, sometimes when there's a ton like this, it may take. I don't think every Artisan or every one of these is going to sell within an hour. Now that Black Widow, even though it had 6,000, it did go in under 2 hours, like the whole thing went. But you can't have a week like this, and it can't continue like this, where it could with this many. It's so at one time anyway, in 1 week.
One other thing too, I think people who actually love this character, they did go with InArt, because InArt did state like it had to be over $1,000. That's why they're introducing back in the 4-pack. So at that time, I'm sure people felt like, look, this is probably the only chance of actually getting this. They have the license. They also stated that it has to be at $1,000, and I'm sure people kind of felt pigeonholed into doing that.
Yes,
and kind of made that decision then, and kind of owning it now, which is completely fine. Buy whatever you want, but I also think that kind of goes against this as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's one question though. There's one real question, and it has to be asked. It has to be addressed. Which company is going to do the Jack Nicholson Joker?
True. That's good.
That's where InArt could take the lead right there, man. That's where InArt could take the lead if they announced it soon.
If they did that, honestly, I think Hot Toys
would like come right behind them.
Yeah. We're already here with the 89.
I just opened up my Mime Nicholson Joker, and I've had this. I don't want to say for how long. It's pretty disgusting for how long I've had it.
How long have you had it for?
Anyway,
answer the question, Austin.
Damn,
3 days. 3 days. 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. 3 days. But I opened it up.
Too long.
This is perfect for like a decade old. This figure is perfect. This is awesome.
Rolling eyes, everything. I want that one because I have the purple suit one, but I do kind of want to go back and get that.
You know, Jay, Hawk Wars put in a good comment in there when he said too many figures in such a short time.
I was about
There's
to
only so much money to go around.
Yes.
They need to space these out. I mean,
very true.
It's a lot this year, dude.
For a lot of people, the amount of figures that just dropped is how many figures they probably get in a year too, and this was just in a short span, so it makes it very difficult, man. Because now you have to play reserve too, because you don't know what's coming next, right? So like, even though you want some of these, you may not be able to afford it because you got some more coming in next week. 2 weeks from now. So, dude, it's crazy.
You know what? I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
About a week ago, and I was like, there was a lull for a while. And just keep in mind, like, there was a period where we weren't really getting anything, where there were delays. There were a few times that we had like the Sideshow Con or even the Summer Showcase. There were delays. May the 4th. There were delays, but a lot of what we're seeing now, honestly, in my opinion, is contributed to the simple fact that we went through a pandemic that shut down production on a lot of shit, a lot of ideas that they actually had, and now they're able to go into production. We don't know how long they've been sitting with these ideas, and when you get these shits out, and now they're doing it. I think what they're trying to do is keep up with their own personal schedule. They know what they have in mind. So now that's why we're getting dumped on. We've been talking about this shit now for like the last couple of months, talked about this shit during Christmas, that look, the storm is coming. Around New Year's, the storm is coming. Spring comes around, the storm is coming. And now we're getting hit. The new school year hasn't even started. Next month, kids go back to school. Like, there's a lot that's actually happening in this financial world. Utilities, everything you got going on. So again, it's just living in that space of comfortability, but at the same time being responsible, because this shit is really not going to stop at all. And just being really choicey about it, because from what I know and from what I'm seeing, they're not stopping. And should they know? Because number one, it's a company. It's greed, but it's a damn company, and they're in it to make damn money. But I think it's up to us to decide. And here's the thing. Be vocal about that shit, because just because we talk about this shit, and I'm talking to you, everybody out in the chat, just because we talk about this shit doesn't mean that you have to get it. Somebody was like, yo, how can y'all afford this shit? Truth be told, and I know me myself, I can't. I just have to come up with an idea and how I'm going to actually be able to afford this shit and space shit out. That's what payment plans are for. That's just being choice. That's why you got people like my guy Ray at Hawk Wars Toys. That's why I got, again, you have to space it out, but you just have to be completely smart and honestly think about what it is you really want.
Yes.
If it's something that you need, or you just want it just because it's the most talked about, most popular conversation at the moment, You don't have to jump the gun for everything, man. Sometimes you just gotta turn that volume off and just don't listen to shit.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
What you want,
pays
like
off.
literally. Bro.
Oh yeah, dude. Because eventually, you know, like I said, with that returns, like even then, you still get a 2.0 or something, and even when a 2.0 announces, it's a great opportunity to go back and get that 1.0 if you're satisfied with that representation, man. It's a great time to pick up those figures. You know, we talked about that Vader. I think it was Aries who talked about seeing it at like $300. Like that's still a good price compared to paying whatever the new prices are if you're satisfied with the representation, because at the end of the day it's your collection and it's what you're going to be seeing. Like nobody else is really going to be in your room saying like, oh man, you don't have the 3.0, you don't have, it's just you, man, whatever you're happy with. And like it's really. But with that being said, could we move away from this Keaton Batman? Because I'm feeling like I regret not picking it up.
Man, hold up. Because this right here is definitely my Batman. 89 Batman. It takes me back again to 89. It takes me back to the nostalgia, standing in line. Back then, motherfuckers was basically collecting those big ass Batman buttons. Prince's album that dropped for this as the soundtrack. It went gold, then it went platinum after the movie was basically released.
Let's not forget the McDonald's cups.
So hold on.
Let's not forget the fake T-shirts. Remember that shit?
Yeah, there's a couple of them, bro. Because here's the thing: this movie dropped. This movie dropped right after the movie dropped. Halloween comes around, you see a whole bunch of Jokers walking around. You see a whole bunch of Batman. You know, well, you couldn't get this suit, but there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers walking around dressed as Joker. This movie itself sparked a lot of conversations. It was huge. Remember, people didn't want Keaton. He came up, he showed up and showed out. I think, in my opinion, he was basically the amalgamation of both. One of the best Bruce Waynes that I've ever seen, one of the best Batman characters that I've ever seen. And I think he knocked it out the park. And that's why it was so iconic to have this, to have that diorama, to have Vicky Bell's shoe. That's incredible to have that again. I mean, that jazzy.
But then too, when we had Keaton, only representations we had of Keaton was Johnny Dangerously, Bosom Buddies, and Night Shift. That's the only thing of Keaton that we had during that time. Then he was like, okay, for him to do this,
that's he's a comedic actor.
Bro,
it's like Heath Ledger, man. Same thing with him.
But that's the thing. He paved the way, and I think a lot of people don't look at Keaton as a simple fact that he only had that comedic aspect, but we knew that when he started, he definitely wanted to be a serious actor. That's where he was. But it was, again, giving him a chance to play this role showed range, and he killed it, in my opinion. And now again, once the movie was released, he shut up a lot of critics. Motherfuckers wasn't saying shit after that. You know what I mean? So it's incredible. It's incredible, bro. It was a figure that I missed out on. Now I have a chance to get the improvement. Not only this, the modern suit, the returns, I'll have them all because I love it. I just love this line, and this is my Batman. So I'm happy.
Also, can we talk about like not the comeback year, but what a resurgence for Keaton. The Flash movie, he has all this, and now he also has Beetlejuice coming out too.
Shout out to him.
This is his year.
He's
like last year. I thought last year was Jonathan Majors. Just talking specifically like movies, right? Because he had Creed 3 and he had Ant-Man, right? Huge back bangers, and now Keaton's. This is his limelight.
It is.
Absolutely. Want to give a shout out to my boy Dan. What's up with you, Dan? Yeah, I hollered at Timmy. See, want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Absolutely. Yeah. But nah, y'all couldn't be more right about this joint right
don't forget, it's the 85th year of Batman.
That's right.
So that's why we're getting all this Batman goodness. We're getting the teasers, we're getting the drops, and other companies are getting in on it, like McFarlane, Mezco. Everybody's getting in on it. That's the thing. It's crazy.
You know, Loco, I keep forgetting that too because I keep getting distracted by everything else that's just coming out. So that's a really
a lot.
Completely forgot about that.
Dude. You have to be very selective. Like Leo was, you have to be selective and purposeful now on what you want, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And then the idea about back collecting, boy, you could go ahead and get some stuff at a real affordable price right now. And I'm not certain that a lot of that stuff that is as low as it is going to stay low in the long term. except some of the stuff that's still in stock, but that's a different conversation and maybe in years. But you got to be selective. Because as we were talking about earlier, you got $400 figures, $450 figures, $500 figures. Now, calculate tax, calculate shipping, calculate the money you have on your NRDs. So you got to be a lot more purposeful now. You know, what's in your heart? You know, what is it that you really want? What is it you're really stoked for? Because all of us are going to be we're going to be stoked about some of the same things. And some of us are going to be more into this character or that character or this line or that line. So you got to find for yourself, like Lael was saying, what is really going to tickle, your fancy here. And you got to kind of really plan it out now is my suggestion for everyone.
Yes.
Because it's going to be hard to try and keep up because I see a lot of people scrambling right now to try and figure out
the
what
Ahsoka line too. Jeez,
that line is a lot.
Damn.
And I don't think we're done with that line, but anyway.
No,
Aries, I'm embedded in that line because Rachel wants all of it.
Shit.
You know, but I will tell you what, a lot of those figures are affordable in that line right now.
There's an abundance of them.
There are an abundance of them.
Yeah, that's the caveat to that.
I was real surprised that Thrawn was already coming out.
That scared me. Of all the stuff that was announced, crazy. I was like, "Come on, go ahead with that shit. Give me a break." It's like they got us in a chicken wing. Like,
dude, it's insane right now.
It's ridiculous, man. Big bro, 89. You getting this one right?
Oh shit, yeah, dude. That joint paid off. I'm just waiting for it to come home. That's
coming soon.
MB Dyson,
how many days you saw me run around with that damn Batman and Joker authentic T-shirt?
Yes,
pretty much withered away like the damn snap. So
that is true.
Yeah, and I gotta have this, especially when I saw it with the diorama that's with it. I was like, oh yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Nice. Right there. The diorama made me get it because at first I was like, well, I already got 89, but I don't have this version. But the cape and the damn base and just the idea of having two of them, I'm like, yeah, I can definitely.
Yeah, how many McDonald's fucking French fries I ate trying to get the scratch off for that damn car back then?
Wasn't it like all like a farce or something like that? Didn't they come up with
No, it wasn't a farce. It was an actual vehicle, but you didn't have an engine.
What the fuck? That's right. I remember that. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Now, with that one being out, we got this one right around the corner. Lou, you brought this up earlier.
I can't wait for this one.
We got the modern suit Batman, and I mean,
full head sculpt.
Full head sculpt. We was just talking about our boy Keaton. Our boy Keaton having a resurgence. Absolutely. Who's getting this?
I missed out on it. You know, I'm gonna have to Tim Sink this one when this comes out because I missed out on it and I need to grab it.
Yeah, so my weight was converted, and I was able to get this one.
Ooh, nice.
That was good.
Very nice.
My wait lists haven't been converting lately, Eamon. Just like they're not. I don't know what the heck's going on. I got like.
Oh, they 20. Will.
Yeah, they eventually will.
I'm hoping that damn Artisan Anakin does.
It comes down to people paying
when it comes
right
to
now.
where people had to pay for it. Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
This suit looks like it can pose better, like really good too, right? Like,
oh, show that picture, please, because he was in a fighting position that was like crazy. Look
also,
at those
I don't know these suits as well as you guys.
Look at it right there.
I kind of get them all mixed up a little bit, but I didn't realize the difference between the 89 one and this one until just seeing these like pretty much back to back like this.
Yeah, you can tell a lot.
Yeah, even different from the returns one too. It's different from the returns also.
Carlos,
yeah, it's like an amalgamation of the two.
I like this one too, man. The posability on this one is definitely going to be nicer.
Absolutely.
Is it just me, or is the hair sculpt on this like?
Yeah, it's soft.
Super. I was gonna say it looked super good.
Oh, it does. I thought it was soft at first.
You said the hair sculpt?
Yeah, like the sculpted hair. I thought makes it. I thought he looks really good. Like,
damn, bro, this one looks good.
Also,
too.
the base for him in the Flash.
The base looks good.
Oh yeah, those bases are really cool.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yes,
It feels more premium. It feels It's a lot better than the rectangle shit we've been getting.
For real.
Nice figure.
You know what I really like about this figure is that you look at this picture here and you see how it looks at different angles in those 3 middle pictures based off of the angle, the light hitting it. Like it looks like 3 different like expressions just from the outside of the cow, which is just shows like the design of this is how well it came out, man.
This came out real good looking figure. Real good look. I can't wait to get this.
That cape looks good too, folding up like that.
Yes.
I'm really impressed with the Keaton sculpt. I'm still pretty sure
I'm very impressed.
sticking with the 89 one, only because for one, I like the suit, but also I like the diorama. But this sculpt is really good.
It really is.
It is.
It really is.
I think it helps because he is older, so they can add in all those wrinkles,
more
all those
texture,
little extra details. Yeah, the texture helps it quite a bit.
And they love men of a certain age because they just go in with the detail, with the wrinkles and all that. I mean,
is that typically why like men sculpts are better than like female sculpts?
I think so. I mean, we haven't seen. I mean, a lot of the female sculpts we get are real soft. I think when I think about great female sculpts, I think about the Rey from Rise of Skywalker. That was a damn good sculpt. That was like amazing. She looked lifelike.
I still need to pick up a Rey. I still need to.
Oh, and Fennec. Fennec is
Fennec is amazing.
Great.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just
I'm gonna name Lael's favorite, Jyn Erso.
It's a beautiful one.
It's a good one.
Beauty. She's a beauty.
That gliding cape picture makes me want to hang them from the little fan string, you know? Just
Which brings me to one more thing
that one right there.
Also, that brings me also to what I was saying about the returns. You see how he has the wing spread right here?
Yeah.
Where he's at his base, that's where he did the dismount with the wings.
Yeah.
That was that base, that rooftop.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling they're gonna bring that back with the returns because
that would be so dope, man. That would be so dope.
Hell yeah. Well, gentlemen, that's it for tonight. We did it, man. That was amazing. That was an amazing show. Oh my God, it was great. I know Danny couldn't be here for the whole show, but shout out to him. Great energy. Love that guy.
Yes, sir.
Love you guys, man. This was great. I can't wait to do this again. Next time when we do it again, we will be on Joey's.
Yes.
That'd be fun. Great. It was amazing. Before we go, start from the bottom. Austin, what you got going on, brother?
Not a whole lot. I unbox the new figure each week, which sounds ridiculous, but that's just a thing me and Rachel like to do. I have Rachel. She's the girlfriend. She helps with the hobby. Nice. She gets really into it with me, and it makes it more fun for me. You know, it's not just me opening up a figure. It's me experiencing this figure with her. She gets asked questions if it's something she doesn't know, but then it's really fun when I get something like a Black Widow, and that's like her favorite character. And she gets it. She gets to pose it. And then, of course, I get to see her being super excited about it, whatnot. But yeah, I also post videos. Nothing as amazing as like all of you guys do. Mine are more like vlog style kind of things. So it's a little bit more personal, not news, not amazing reviews like Collector Joey does. But I'll have a new one posted Saturday. And thank you guys, man. This was fun. This was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for being here, brother. Like I said, the work you do, the videos you do, and your displays, and just being an all-around cool guy. And I love when you take pictures, you show your figures because you look so happy. And
I know, that's what I tell him too.
It just makes you feel like a kid again. It's like this. See, that's what the fuck it's about. That right there.
You want to be happy doing this.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I never lose that foresight, man. This is my hobby. I do this because it's fun. As soon as I put my phone down, there's people like Joey who's so involved in my world, he's never going away, right? But for everything else, it's just kind of noise. And as soon as I put it down, it's all kind of just make believe. And it's just me and Rachel having fun posing stuff in here,
That's awesome. That's awesome,
dope.
Bro. Definitely, bro. Thank you so much for being here. And like I said, bro, the energy, the content you put out, all good stuff, brother. Absolutely. Aries, the wizard, the hand of the wizard himself. What you got going on? Great show on Tuesday. Amazing topics. Amazing. What's new for Aries and Big Scale Cantina?
Well, I really did enjoy that that show on Tuesday. So it was good. I think I did a couple, lately. And then Leo, that was great having you on last week as well. That was a blast with all this. And just having fun, honestly, with everything that's going on with hot toys, in art, this whole hobby, all this craziness. And I'll be honest with you, this was a big panel, but one of the most fun times I've ever had on a panel this size. So nice. Good job, Jay, and good job, everybody on here. Certainly had a lot of fun, and the flow was great.
Absolutely. It was.
I thought that on here today. Yeah, for sure. And no, I follow all of you and see you on a different show. So it's always a kick for me to be able to be on with such fantastic folks, for sure. And what's going on with me? I try to just do my thing. You guys all know I get very market heavy. I get a lot of crazy stuff with my ancient action figure theorist clone army.
I'm telling you, 13th skull.
The 13th skull is, running away from the Hot Toys wizard. We're trying to keep up. You know what? But I try to have fun, and I try to keep it light, which is why I do all of that to hopefully, it's very well accepted, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it, and looking forward to unboxing this Imposter Joker Artisan and taking a look at it. So I'm glad that I got that in here. And I've got a market show that's going to be coming out for this week. And then I won't be live this next week because, Jay, as you know, I will be out of town. But I'm going to come back the following Tuesday and try to make that more of a regular basis on Tuesday evenings. And you'll see me be, popping up. I really focused a lot more on my pre-recorded shows, this year, and I'm going to keep that going. But it's slowly starting to come back live. But listen, gentlemen, it's great. It's great being on here and hanging out with such fantastic fellows. I spilled my coffee this week. I spilled it when I woke up Monday morning and did not see any new announcements.
Seriously.
I breathed. I was like, whoa. I'm still trying. I brought this up. Remember when that 2-pack Boba Fett came out? Or when the Clone Wars Ahsoka came out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or the Mando Luke? We talked about it for 3 months. That's all we talked about.
That's right.
Was the same damn figure. Yeah. Now, I keep bringing this up, but Darth Revan came out like, gosh.
It feels like 5 years ago.
It is a different ball game, guys. But no, great being here, and thanks for having me on, brother Cousins, for sure. And I do got to jet out, but I know you're ended the show. But love all you guys, and just thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Likewise, man.
Absolutely,
Likewise. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Nice to meet you too. Take care, man. Stay thirsty, baby.
Yeah. Thank you, Aries. Great guy. What can I say? Real great guy. Another great guy. Loco Lou. What you got going on, brother?
Hey, bub. Make sure you check out Hot Shell Saturday on Saturday. This Saturday, we're talking about everything Turtles that's from San Diego Comic-Con up until now. The fatigue, the draining, which company you're going to go to get your latest and greatest in Turtles. And we're definitely doing it big. And I say we, I mean me. And anyone else is more than welcome to join. I'm going to be doing it solo. I already got my list and sheet out ready for what we're going to talk about. And obviously, Figure Flex Friday with Lael on his channel.
Yeah.
You're going to see me again on S-Game's channel on Monday, Tuesday with Maz, and Full Circle again. You're going to catch me here, Best of the Best. And don't forget, say what on Wednesdays, baby. Come on, I can't forget that. Say what on Wednesday because it was lit yesterday. Ain't gonna lie.
It was.
But thank you for having me and Joey and the rest of the Copper Drop crew. Love watching y'all guys. Love y'all guys. You guys got positive energy. Keep doing your thing, baby.
Sir.
Appreciate you, man. Likewise, too.
Thank you so much, Lou. And bro, I did not know Tetsu was even released. I did not know that, bro. I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he completes the collection. He completes the entire movie collection.
I need that, bro. So I'm on the hunt.
Pretty much.
I'm on the hunt. If you need one too, I'm looking for 2 of them. So
Yeah, because it's a Walmart thing. You know how Walmarts are in my area.
Bro, they ain't no. They're
Austin has it.
If you ever need help, man, I got you.
Austin has all the figures at his Walmart.
Bro, you're gonna have to hit up Austin. Like, Austin, grab them, grab 3. I'll PayPal you. Definitely. But thank you so much for being here. Big bro, Omega Level Collector. What you got going on, bro? And once again, congratulations on your honors and everything, bro. That is just amazing what you got going on. You are killing it, bro. You are an inspiration and inspiring even inspiring my ass to go back to school and do other things. You're never too old to do it.
Like I said, it ain't over because I'm just looking at my class schedule that's coming up and getting books and everything. So, you just got to keep pushing. Like I said last night, it's like every time I turn around and I see those things, I think about mom and dad, and that keeps me pushing. Mom and dad and little macho. That's what keeps me pushing. This keeps me pushing.
Absolutely.
But we doing some travel. Some traveling soon. Heading to the big OCA, heading up to Canada for a few.
Nice.
Do a little, some road trip. But it was great being on with you guys with Collector Joey, Zero, Austin, man. It's been amazing and nice meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Now it's cool, man, when you turn around and meet a group of people that all of us like have the same interest in the same stuff, and you realize the biggest thing is when you realize how small this community is. Yeah. When you watch Leo's show and we ready to go after the figures that we're going after, and you see all the names and you recognize them.
That's right.
Okay, I know this person. I know this person. And there's been a couple of Comic Cons I've been through. I had people walk up to me, "Hey, second brother," what? I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I tend to forget, like, wait a minute. I'm on YouTube with you guys almost every day.
That's right.
So, of course, somebody's going to walk up to me. I'm sitting there thinking, like, holy shit, is this somebody I arrested? Whoa. Brother, I'm like, okay. I can kind of relax a little bit.
Like, brother, that was me in London to Lael.
Like, holy shit.
Nah, man. That was London was everything, bro. Like, I wouldn't trade that experience in for the world. That was pretty much Austin. You already know that was honestly the best moment I have ever had in life in so long.
Wow.
It was everything, bro. To repeat that experience is like it had never happened again. Not like that. Not everything was unplanned, and where we ended up is where we ended up, and everywhere we ended was a party. But it was just a community. It was just like all of us together was just like one big club, and it was everybody that we met through YouTube and streaming and doing this. That was amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, bro. Ben Thomas. Shout out to Ben Thomas. He said he's in Canada. Maybe y'all can meet up, bro.
Okay.
Shout out to Ben Thomas. But thank you so much for being here, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I got to run to the Silver Snail when I get up there. See if
yeah. You may have to take some video or something of that, bro. Definitely, or a live stream or something, because that would be cool, bro. That definitely would be cool.
Yeah. So just taking everything day by day. I'm finally off of Box Watch, hopefully with Lumi. I got 2 more that's left, and I'm gonna do that tonight, so I can get out, make sure I stay out the doghouse. Because for a minute, I was able to build a clubhouse with the boxes that were here. So but thanks for having me, and it really was an honor and utter enjoyment to stream with you guys tonight.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. You too.
Absolutely. What you got going on, brother?
Sleep tonight, bro. I'm so damn tired, bro.
It's been a long week, brother.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a long, fun week, but I really, really hope they don't drop anything tonight and everything is just cool, because I'm tired. What do we got? Tomorrow is Figure Flex Friday, of course, so we'll be doing that. So again, we're rounding out Summer Madness. Shout out to Ray. Do want to give a special shout out to Ray Hawk Wars. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry to you. I'm sorry to Underground Figures. I'm sorry to my man Jacob over there, Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. I'm sorry that we have to do these shows and have to announce y'all every day and send work your way, because I know y'all motherfuckers have been busy this week and busy last week. But I know, like I said, with that does come spoil. So, shout out to y'all, but also shout out to Ray. My Shuri arrives on Saturday. So thank you for that, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah, we have Figure Flex Friday. Sunday we have Collectors Lounge International. Of course, so that should be a decent show. We're gonna talk about pretty much everything that's already been talked about, but with a spin on it. Comic Book Talk with Friends is going to definitely be interested because Robert Downey Jr. is getting overpaid. Honestly, like he literally is. That's some crazy shit. Yeah. But we're gonna talk about that. And then of course we got Say What Wednesday. Next Thursday there's going to be a special episode of The Corner. Again, I'll be streaming. I'll actually have a conversation with Yost again from Jazz Inc. Nice. So we're going to talk about, up and coming, any questions that you have, definitely you want to tune in because he is going to giving us some updates on that Batmobile, also that companion Batman piece, the Catwoman, and some other surprises. So definitely we'll be talking to him next Thursday, so that should be up soon. And yeah, the cycle repeats itself, man. It's been an incredible show tonight, being with Joey, Reverse Zero, Azil, and Austin, bro. Thank you guys, man. I mean, for doing what you guys do. Pretty much no more shows like that, bro. We need more shows like you guys, man, because it's very far in between where you actually get to watch a show and there's no backbiting.
Oh,
yeah.
Literally you get a chance to watch a show where people aren't cutting people down and people aren't selfish. You guys are selfless, and that just makes for an incredible community. And to come together, under one umbrella and just really show people how, even though we're not on the same show, we're not competing, all the time. Once we come together, it's like, at lost times, and we can experience this together. That's what it's all about. Absolutely. So definitely appreciate everything that you guys do. Austin, I've been riding with you from day one, all day, every day. Experience, again, we talked about London is phenomenal. Can't wait to meet up with you guys, Collector Joey, and man, definitely can't wait to see you guys in person. Experience, man. So again, everybody keep on, doing what you're doing. Definitely Movie Canon Selfless community. Hopefully we can start here, because like I said, I think something like this is really special, because hopefully the people who do spout or cause or perpetuate that negative energy can sometimes watch this and just see how it is, and maybe change. We can be optimistic for change, man, because again, we're talking about pieces of plastic that we love. It's an art form. So man, let's just make that happen, bro. More shows like this, and let's see it evolve. So, man, appreciate you.
Man, thank you so much, man. Very well said. Very well said. Reverse Zero, brother, what's going on with you? What you got going on, bro?
Man, I got some photography coming down to the page, and then Copper Drop on Thursdays. And then here and there, I'll do a vlog here and there. But I kind of want to reiterate what everybody's been saying about the positive community here, man. It's just been great to be able to be here and meet everybody that you see online and just carry these conversations. And you can see that none of these conversations are forced because, we're live. But also when I got to meet the Copper Drop crew in person, like, we're friends in real life just as we are online. And I think people don't understand that sometimes, that people can actually be friends when they have mutual interest. And we don't all have to like the same figures, but that doesn't mean that we have to cut anybody, away because they don't agree with us. So I think it's a beautiful part of the community, man. And it's just fun. I love here, like coming here and talking to you all, like watching you all and then talking to y'all directly. I mean, I wish more people got involved with that, because then we could expand upon who we know as the collectors that we follow and that we're always, commenting here and there. But to be able to directly speak with somebody, it's a whole different thing, because you're getting like that live interaction. And it's I think the word that Austin always uses is organic, these organic conversations, and they're not just, like the personalities that we put on a video or something that people might not see, but it's just really fun. And then one more thing, it's Because Movie Cannon said it, it's a reverse CEO.
Everybody calls him Zero.
I keep getting Zero.
I stopped myself. I said Zero, but I had to come back.
I said it a couple of times. I'm so sorry.
But no, it's totally fine.
Everybody calls him
my favorite Zero Ranger right here.
There we go. But yeah, man, I freaking love this community. It was a pleasure to meet you, Lyle. Finally, second brother, cousins. Local Lou, we've streamed before, but it's always a fun time having Lou's. I love Lou. I remember he was on Copper Drop. He was so fun. I think he was on his way. He was live on the behind the scenes. He was trying to catch the subway. I don't know. He was running from. It was a con. It was a con that he had just come from, and it's just he's a great guy, man. So it's a pleasure to meet everybody. Thank you all so much. Everybody have a good night and subscribe and follow these community members because they really are great members and great people, man. So yeah,
absolutely. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much.
Nailed that.
Yes, he did. Absolutely. Stuck the landing. Absolutely.
Mic drops again.
Chat GPT, I Googled what to say. No. I'm over here talking about like real organic conversations. I'm over here typing like I'm kidding. Came from the heart.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you for that. Collective Joey.
Yes, sir. Thank you for making this happen.
Hell yeah, we did it, bro. We did it.
And it went so smooth. I mean, all of us had just nobody cut each other off or anything like that. I think it was awesome. And I appreciate everybody on here for taking 2 hours and 20 minutes of their time to sit here and talk to us about figures. I mean, time is always, the biggest thing. And to give up 2 hours and 20 minutes of your time, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And another thing, what you guys are saying about the community coming together, I always try to do that on Copper Drop is get the community together. No matter if you like each other or not, it's always good to have those different opinions. For example, one time we have somebody that was on Facebook and he always has a different opinion than someone else, and we actually got him on the show at that moment. And we were like, hey, if you want to tell us, you come in here. And he came in there and we were just fine. We had an awesome show that night, too. So
that's what it's about.
That was one of those big examples of everything. Comments don't always translate because the comments came across a certain way. And even though our group, we all knew that, but, it was hard for other people. As soon as he got on, he was able to clarify his thoughts and actually expand. You got the cadence in the voice. And we got to ask questions, push back on things. It was great.
You need more of that. That's the thing. It's like things get lost in translation when you type it in, and you don't know the people's body language. You don't know their mannerisms. You don't know where they're coming from until you actually get face to face and just connect with them. They're like, okay, I can feel where you're coming from. We can agree to disagree, and we'll learn from each other. That's what's missing. That is what's missing.
And it was just so out of nowhere, and it worked out just fine. So that's another example of just coming together, even though you might have differences. There you go. You have it.
There you go, Joey.
And of course, Deadpool review up on the channel and short. So a lot of Deadpool stuff coming, y'all.
Looks good, bro. Just the shorts you did this today was
it got really good feedback. It was one of the
best fucking shot shorts I've seen. I was like, God damn, I gotta step the fuck up.
I was like, I recorded that real fast as I was doing the review too. So I was like, dang, this came out pretty good.
Yeah, that looked good, bro. Look good. Y'all, you selling me on that figure. I'm like, damn it, I can't do a Tim Sim, but damn it. I want it, man.
It's good.
It looks good, bro. Oh, well, guys, thank you all so much for coming here. It's been great. What I got going on the channel, Batman will probably be here tomorrow, either Saturday. So I want to be doing a review on that and doing a comparison on that as well. Me and Mama Cousins, we should have did the show, but we went to go see Deadpool the other night. She loved it, so there you go. But that's about it. Any new news drops or anything like that, I'll definitely be on top of it. I'm sure Lael will come. He deserves a retirement for this week, just for this week. But something, Lael, I think something is going to drop. So
when I get the notifications, oh shit, my bad. Second, brother.
He got that nuclear reactor in his back, so something drops. He'd be like, "Oh, got it. I'm up."
Especially if it's something. What if it's something? What if it's something? Because it's Lael. What if it be something like fucking Supergirl out of nowhere. It just drops.
I have the notifications for Lael, and every time I see, I'm like, bro, this guy's working overtime this week, man.
Right.
Every time I see it.
It's funny because in the group chat, Mike Collecting Nerd Zone sent some sideshow picture of a bunch of figures. And I responded with like, man, I don't even want to see any more figures right now. I'm like, man, keep them away for a second, man.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, does it get? Is it? And again, we've been saying it, but is it going to get to that point where people are just like, you know what? I'm tired.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
We have one more thing to talk about, for guys. We're gonna keep this real short because I know everybody's tired. And I was actually trying to run and see Deadpool one more time when my wife and daughter ain't here. So I'm gonna make this real quick. But I know if I don't pull this up, I know somebody that a good friend of ours is going to be like, damn it, you didn't talk about this. We got to talk about this. Ooh, so Anthony is at you guys, the cat's out the bag. He works for X06.
Yeah.
All this X06 goodness has a drop. He's there as we speak right now. And I mean, damn. I mean, people have been waiting for these figures. This type of Kirk right here. Oh my God. We're getting so much good shit. They even got the aliens. You got my guy right here. Come on. This is Wesley. Come on. We got this. Come on. All this stuff right here.
I saw him upload these. There was a couple in here that looked like they had rooted hair at one point. Is it her right there that has?
I think so.
Yeah. That looks good. I don't know the characters, but that looks good.
I'm not familiar with her. I think she's from Volodex. We got Salvik right here, looking fantastic. So many figures, so much. It's just so damn. Look at this shit, man.
See, like that looked like at first glance, like that looked like it, and the one to the right of him looked rooted as well.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
No. Look at that Spock. Oh my God, he's looking amazing.
They still don't have Aurora yet.
You know what? I ain't saying shit. I'm not saying nothing. I can't say nothing. But
okay.
I've seen things. That's all I'm gonna say. I've seen things. But
two of her, as a matter of fact. Two.
I ain't saying shit. I ain't saying
this makes me happy that I don't know Star Trek too well. Definitely not well enough to collect because there's a lot here.
Yeah.
It's a lot here. They got a lot of shit. And that was just the tip. That's not even the tip of the iceberg from what I saw. Worf, yes, everything. Yeah, Ben Thomas knows. Yep.
He does.
He's a Trekkie.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for being here tonight. This was an amazing show. Copper Drop, best of the best merge. Very successful, guys. Sure. Thank you all. This was great. Can't wait to do it again. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you next week. And remember, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes. See you next week. We out.
Hit that like button.